Wizards and Warriors. Oh, we're back. How does it feel? It's been a full year. I need to remind you all, it's been a year of running Fullerton fights here. Just, sunny SoCal, Fullerton, OC. Some might say the best C, but that remains to be seen. We got a little bit of action for you. It's Fullerton fights. We got some fun matches in store for you. We got 22 entrants, all looking to duke it out, to fight, to get their knuckles a little roughed up. And on top of that, we got a prize pot bonus donating to the prize pot Previnity, Aloha, and good old Kai up in Washington looking out for us running the scene down here. You gotta love it. You gotta appreciate that kind of action. It's a great time. And you know what? I'm always here for the competition. Y'all are always here for the competition. We are pretty much good to begin. We're going to get right into it. We got a little bit of new blood, a little bit of old blood. We got D4C rocking it with the Zato, same as they always have been, versus Repu. Repu, newer to this scene, been around, gamed a little bit here and there, but I'm looking forward to seeing a little bit of what we got here. It's gonna be some fun action. We're gonna bring it right to you. Button check is already underway. It's gone, and now we just get to watch the regular action coming at ya. Eno versus GGST, D4C's own Bulkman. How are you doing, my friend? Bulkman, welcome to the chat. You are here in the building, correct? Or are you not making it? I do need to find that out. You do need to... No? Are you not showing up? I couldn't make it. Got you. Previnity, you get a buy. Your Bulkman's not showing up. Easy dub. All right. We started off getting a little froggy out here. Getting a little wet. It's been raining a lot. The frogs be out in force. They be enjoying the moisture. Oh, but see, now you're in the worst position possible. You are in the corner versus Eno. It's never what you want to be. You never want to be knocked down in the corner versus Emo. That's never what you want to see. Flying on in, though. Ooh. Tries to wait out the oppose. So that's one of the other things. Eno can't really dash past oppose very well, or at least not reliably, right? So that's kind of one of the issues that might be presented, but burst comes off. We're trying to get this round. Reflexive projectile to no dice. No RC. Does not try to continue the pressure. Lets the space kind of go. And then snipes. That's what I like to see. Burst off, though. D4C trying to battle back. Says, I'm going to commit my burst early. Oh, huge counter hit. Doesn't get a combo off of it, but still retaining a bit of pressure. I'm liking the patience from Repu right now. Does not swing over, does not swing, does not greeding out for the turn. Holding all of this block. Finds a 2K for it, sneaking in. The backdash gets out of the throw, I like. Does this confirm? Oh, it does. Straight into the shark's mouth we go. Oh, yup. You can block as long as you can, but eventually Zato gonna open you up. I think that was actually a command grab whiff, and I think Repu rightly didn't try to reversal throw there, at least not in the face of oppose. Putting pressure out. Ooh, yup, the two-way, it's gonna just check you real quick. I'm gonna check you. I might be trying to take your lunch money. The YRC says, I need my turn back. Yeah, with no meter, you're gonna get chipped out. That'll happen. Not much you can do. Did Espio fulfill his promise? He did. Espio is here. I can't believe we actually gaslit him into coming. It's awesome. Ooh, yup, the check, the 2S. Fights a way out. Not taking the stage position, though. Kind of like held ground for a little bit. And I kind of respect that strategy, right? Especially against a character like Eno, not known for being very mobile. Kind of, said like, all right, you know what? If you're gonna, I'm gonna push you away, and I'm gonna see, how desperate are you to try to get all the way back in on this. Oh, is that it? RC? Yeah, RC. RC is just to be like, yeah, I need to confirm that we get the game here, and then once I confirm that, we can go the rest of the way. Also, I want you to know something. Chat. This is a little thing between me and you, like on a personal level, and I say this as a furry. Having a furry come out to one of my events is the thing that I think let me know that I've made it in like the FGC. Like that's what that is like a genuine feeling. It feels good. Speaking of feeling good, D4C's feeling pretty good about battling back for this game too. Eddie got sniped off the rip though. Fighting back with that 6B. Ooh, caught you with the overhead, sniped over the 2S. Now you locked in the corner. Now you're locked in the corner. The RC ain't gonna let you get too much pressure going, but it's just one knockdown. That's all it takes. Good blocks from Repu so far, but eventually your guns to get opened up. That's just how it works. And now, trying to do a little opening up of their own. Poking in with that low. I'm liking what Repu's swinging with. Get this additional pressure. Yup, it's high-low city, baby. Repu actually often going for the wall break there. Not seeing a lot of interaction specifically with like wall slumps or anything like that. I kind of like that. Yup. And now we going in. Ooh, gold burst. Okay, this is actually kind of huge. So, G4C, I know, a big proprietor of the gold burst into sword, didn't opt into it there. Super. That's not gonna kill, right? Yeah, I was gonna say. Doesn't kill, but it gives you the frame data, right? Gives you these plus frames. Ooh, and empties into the low with a perfect. The Repu representation right now. The crowd is here for Repu, and you know what? I like that. You gotta cheer on your boys. Maybe get a little loud, get a little rowdy in here. I understand how it is. But D4C. I mean, hey, we started pretty good on the last one. Trying to start it up again. Burst off with that counter hit. Ooh, comes in with the overhead. Says, you know what? You know, I got all these float cancels. I bet I can do that too. Call me Peach out here. That is the wrong bracket command. We'll get that updated right now. I apologize, Rosa. Also, D4C ain't gonna be apologizing for that one though. Pushing on through. Ooh, blocks the overhead. Good defense so far from Repu. Eventually gets opened up by the throw. Kind of just had that one moment, you know, like a little bit of weakness in the armor and was like, maybe this is my time. Ooh, the BRC. Saw like the little startup, saw the little hezzy that Ino kind of does when she's starting up the buttons. And now suddenly we're breaking through. Reflect the projectile though. I like that. Has not gotten value for how much projectile we've been reflected. But hey, I mean, at least you didn't block it, right? Guard crush? No! Tried to air throw it, just didn't get it out in time. Now you did. That's a little bit of a flub. Little bit of a flub from D4C, but you know what? We can battle that back. Ooh, yup. Just poked through the oppose. Actually, like, oppose, like, active frames started. Oh, the drill eating out the projectile. Getting good pressure in. Letting the oppose kind of fall in front just in case there's a gold burst. I kind of like the look. Ooh, broke the law right under the burst. Reversal throw, though. Now you're in the corner versus Eno. You won the situation, and then you got back throw. That's life. Burst again. Putting it on. Got a lot of meter that you got to chew through right here. Yeah, this could be death. I mean... Ooh, okay, slight flub. The BRC is not exactly what we want. Okay, you get a 6P, you get invite hell. The dust. Tap dust gets you 2-1. Battling back. And you know what I love about this, right? Repu's coming in, has got, you know, like the Repu representers coming up. You know, you can see them slightly off stream rooting for the Kiros. But D4C has just as much fans. We got Botan, we got Ashwa here, and they are well willing to root for the Riverside Rumblers. This is Repu versus Riverside right now, as far as I'm concerned. Dive through. Oh. Okay, the jump P's I actually like. I don't know if another one would have gotten to the wall splat, but it was dang close. Sword super. Ooh, yeah, kind of got mixed up. Didn't know which side Eddie was coming in on. And gets the throw. D4C starting to claw the way back. Putting a bit more pressure in. I'm liking this. Yup. Putting some more pressure back out. I'm liking this, Repu. Trying to battle back for another round. You don't want to let this go to game 5. You don't want to risk the reverse 3-0. That's nobody wants to see that. Finds a good counter hit here. Can't kill off of this, but I mean, hey, it's the situation's about as bad as it gets. Just empties into the throw. I'm liking what we're seeing. Taking a little bit more damage. Snap the Magic Dragon gets a counter hit there, but no big damage, no big dice. And you know what? When we got prize spots like this, you best believe that you need to be gambling high. You be gambling low. And, you know, got all of them for you. Putting a bit more pressure in. I'm liking. Yeah, a lot of this string is going their way. Momentum's starting to build. And we don't have meter for a wire seed. That's it. That will do it. Repu takes that one 3-1. Just caught a wave of momentum on that last game, on that last round, and was able to carry that through into the game win. Excuse me, chat, while I put my... Oh, I just almost... Chat, you didn't see this? I almost yeeted the fuck out of my phone. Almost just chucked that bitch. What are we doing? Got it. All right, so up next, we got Onro versus Holiday. Going to be coming up to the setup. Another two newer faces to the Fullerton fight scene. Always fun. Also, one of the representers bringing up repping for Repu. The Repu Revolutionaries, as we're calling it out. I'm liking this though. Holiday is in the purple jacket, right? Yeah. Holiday is in the purple jacket, yeah. Here's like the guilty confession, chat. As I am terrible with names, but I work so hard to remember tags. And I swear tags are easier than names sometimes. Cause like tags are like a little bit more unique. I don't know how. Let's go, Repu representing in the chat. I like it. Cowboy Takanashi, thank you very much for the resub. I appreciate the support. Appreciate all you tuning in, enjoying some Guilty Gear on a Sunday. Happy Lunar New Year, everyone! It's Lunar New Year. I actually love New Year's. New Year's is like one of my favorite holidays. I feel like just giving yourself that like this is gonna be something new can help, and it's super fun. Repu enjoyers, me. I like that. All right. I'm checking in with chat while we're early on here, but chat, I will let you know, with this many people, this big a prize pot, I gotta keep it professional. So we're gonna stick mainly to the games. I'll be checking in with chat maybe in between some of the games here if we got some time. But here we just got a button check. You know, I get to talk with you a little bit right now. Oh, is this not a butt check? No, is this real? No, okay, it's not real. It's not real. This is just a long button check. All right, we're good. All right, buttons have been checked, confirmed, locked, loaded. That's where we're at here in winners round 1 of Fullerton fights number 12. Number 12, full year of this. You guys are good to go. All right, we starting it off. Let's kick it off. Ram versus Biken. We haven't had a Ram versus Biken matchup here in a big minute. It's been. I feel like I have not seen this matchup displayed super often. We have a couple Bikens. We have Fensong. We Jake was the resident Biken for a long time, and then we have there's one more Biken that I'm forgetting. I'm missing one of you. But Ramlethal's, we've actually had some time away from Ramlethal. No Automaton, no Major John, no Akano in the past couple events. Might be the solo dolo Ram today. Ooh, that was gonna be a nasty confirm. I completely respect you bursting that. That would have been nuts. And you getting pulled in. Oh, the crosses. Oh, and just caught you with the forest. What you pressing, homie? What you pressing? I like it. Starting that one off right. Pushing in a little bit more pressure. Do we know that the names are on the right side? Okay. Oh. No, Holiday is the Biken. Oh, no, he's not. No. Holiday is the Biken. Holiday's the Ram. My bad. Dude. Did Nakano play in 0-2 states this past week? That was 2 weeks ago now, right? Damn. Yo, they did though. That's on me. That's on me. I just don't remember stuff. All right, start out. Game one already over and done with. Biking just kind of running in with it right now. And we got some confirms. 1-0. 1-0 for the Viking. Oh, does that works? Swing. I like that. I like that. I also love Holidays just have it just like is giving mad props to the teammate to the opponent, and I respect that immensely. Ooh, barely doesn't get the confirm, but got like 50% off of that. That's pretty good. You can be happy about that. You can take your money. I was mostly saying that because Hakano did not show up to this Fullerton fights, had to cancel. Very unfortunate. Is attending an online tournament. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it came out to support. I think Holiday might have been one of the people that entered multiple fighting games. Not 100% sure, but you know what? I respect that you still showed up and wanted to rep with your homies. Oh, the 2H. Yup. Whoa, that was cool. The double 5K, like, popped you up. Yeah, caught on the last hit. Just didn't have the sword to confirm what we wanted. That's okay. That's okay. This Biking about to run with it, though. I feel like this Biking's got some combos. And I want to see some more sauce. I want to see some more mix. I want to see what we got here. Confirm. Burst. Burst gets you out a lot of the excess pressure that comes afterwards, and we all know what it's like to be knocked down against Biking. You know, like you just don't want to deal with it. Swing. Oh, yup. Like a baby seal, she'd be sliding on in with her. She'd like, I love that 2H. GG's. All right. Slight flub on the handshake, but that's okay. That happens. All right, who we got up next? Aloha versus Meeks up next. Aloha versus Meeks up next. Oh, that's gonna be a banger. I know. While Aloha might be the Aloha is definitely one of the resident Kais, but then we also have Fensong, who is the other kind of like resident Kai player that's a lot of people want a gun with. I know Meeks wants a shot at Fern. I know Espio wants a shot at Fern. Lolo, I'm excited to see against Fern. We got a lot of people that would love to run it up with Fern. So Meek's gonna have to earn that here by beating a different Kai. A Kai that Meeks has beaten in the past, I believe. Been able to make it out. Meeks Mafia in the building. That's what I like. The handshake mix up. It's true. Y'all ever do that thing where like they're going for a fist bump, you just grab their fist? Swaggos does that to me every single time I see him. One of these days I'm just going to mix it up and just going to roundhouse him. Nobody tell him. Nobody let him know. But Aloha versus Meeks. Matchup we've seen time and time again. Meeks we haven't had out for a little while. Meeks unfortunately, can't always make it out to these events. But I'm always excited because I love Naga Ryuki. I've said it again. He's a cool dude. He's icy. He's got ice in his veins because he's a vampire. His blood don't flow no more. He's like a dead body. Ain't that how it works? Meeks blocked the burst? Oh, that's even worse! All right, whatever. Anyway. Oh my goodness, that was the most aggressive round start I have ever seen. That was just so much blood expended for no reason. This is the hardest counter hit. That was raw. But now Aloha's in there. Oh, we'll sneak in with that stun dipper. Got a little bit of damage, put that electric state on, but electric state don't mean nothing if you can't get the hit. Throws a big fireball at him. Throws another big fireball at him. Oh, clone might have been a little risky because now you're going to have to deal with high blood, but that 2S will give you a little bit back. It's all about managing your monetary blood expenditures in this matchup. That's what Nago does. We'll see if Aloha is able to find an answer here. Ooh, but okay. Still getting the block up attack. Ooh, and jumps over the command grab. Doesn't get a big punish. Just kind of hit with a low after recovery, but you know, we take what we can get. Ooh. Ooh, wow. Just threw out the 2K, didn't hit, and both of them did not know what to do. That was awesome. That was an awesome interaction. Ride the lightning. That was an awesome interaction. Went for the same tick throw again, teched it, and still lost. Just, like, teched the throw, lost the interaction twice in a row. You love to see that. But now Meeks is trying to bring it back. Oh, spin. Poking with that 2K, just barely out of range. What? Oh, went for the Meeks. He went for the Meeks. You can't always hit it, though. Oh, that closest. The fact that he got closest on that side is insane. Oh, yup. Yeah, 2S, 5H. Into the Beyblade. So that's one of the things that Meeks is really good at. Meeks is actually great at reacting to Future Arc. Does not let Future Arc just kind of go. And that's going to be very relevant for keeping Aloha in check. It's also having good reactions to tech throws. Oh, yup. Can't react to that though. You already pressed closest. Your fate was sealed. That you could have reacted to. Unfortunately, you did not, and now, oh yeah, you might have died. I don't know, but that felt like that was gonna be a good bit of damage. Gets all 3 hits. I'm actually surprised Aloha didn't burst there to deny the blood from the last hit. Oh, the long range Meeks. Just barely whiffed the throw, and Nago grabs you for it. Nago grab range. You got that Marth shit. 2K, 2D. Oh. Interesting. Interesting actually backing off there a bit, but I mean, hey, that's the biggest advantage that Nago has in this matchup, right? Is having these longer range buttons that are hard for Kai to reliably deal with, and also just do so much damage. Once again, running up for these throws. Meeks is calling it out time and time again. Opts to stay in the corner. Saw the BRC and was like, you know what? I'll hold my place. Got him with the stun dipper, though. Unreactable lows. Unreactable lows. You can't do anything about it. The dust, though, does a combo. I thought he was going to stun dipper again. Everything in my soul told me he was stun dippering again. Oh, that's going to be a good bit of damage. Oh, actually holds on. Waits out the backdash. Are we taking this? Are we taking this? Oh, we burst. We want it. And gets all the way up there for that jump K. That was nice. Got all the way up there. I respect that Nago's willing to jump up there and get in the action. Especially, well, I guess he had another round to play with, right? You're not really too scared. Putting a bit of pressure on. Ooh, caught you pressing. What are you pressing there? What are you pressing? You're so far away, Nago. Maybe it was a hard read on the dash up and wanted to just like 2S? I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. Speaking of 2S though, finding it there. That was okay. That could not have been optimal. No, right? Oh, yes. Actually, I lied to you. And the dust. The dust. Second time in a row we got hit by the dust. Oh, it was the hardest read on Fukio back Beyblade I have ever seen. That would have been insane. Aloha saw the future. I don't even know where Aloha was looking for that. Two-Pain 2D. Putting more pressure on. Oh, goes for all 3 hits. Yeah, you're going to take a throw for that. At least. The dust. Do we have a burst safe route? Yeah, I was going to say. I don't think so, but looking like we're going for big damage. Wait, baited out of the YRC. Didn't quite throw it. Dust. RC. Waits for the burst. Aloha, the patient hunter, gets the prey. Love to see that. 2-1 though. Aloha gotta try to build that one back. D4C tried in the last set, right? Didn't quite get there. Can you do the same? Oh, the block on the burst is so nasty. Just stopped in the middle. And then, you know what? That's gonna be 60%. Almost like 70. Jump in though, getting these fireballs started. Ooh, good backdash, avoids the 2S there, and that's gonna do it for that one. Oh yeah. I was gonna say, you don't get like the full damage, but I mean 6H does the exact same thing, right? You have an RC at worst. The bite. Oh, Meeks turning up the jets right now. Yeah, this is gonna be Meeks turning up the jets. Yeah. Swing. Swish, swish, stab all the way. Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling like this is gonna be. Oh, backdash out. Take it right here, Meeks. Take it right here Aloha with the dragon install. Fear it. Fear the most powerful dragon install in the game. Oh. Oh no. Just didn't quite get the conversion. BRC, he's in there. He's flowing like Aloha. Ah, BRC. Okay, now, come on. Believe in dragon install. Look at the feathery effects of justice. Believe. He gets there. Through enough fireballs, through enough chip damage, we finally get through. And there, you know what? Hey, that was long enough time to get our burst back. That was a long enough time so we can get some action going. Fear balls. Ah, the bite again. Yeah, this is what spelled the story last time. Lockdown into the corner once again. The blood is building, but the meter being expended on not much is a huge win. We can just find a way to find a hit. We just need a knockdown. We need a knockdown. We get that heavy fireball going. That is all we are after. 2S, 5H. Meek's gonna take that one 3-1. Hold on, chap. Chat, take 5. I'll be back.
Button check and just like wait a sec for one to do that. You're not doing anything today? I have to manage the tires to lift them. No, I think you. I was doing another rack and then I did it. Okay. Yeah, we're moving. It's big though. How big is it? 30? 24? Yeah, it's good size. I had it touch earlier and I had to do an interaction. There were 72. I had to play close this round. Run away. Oh, I'm playing reroll. Give it like 2 minutes, if not, just start. I'll let you know. All right? Give it a sec.
Yeah, it's hard to pick up and get on.
You guys are going to keep going. Yeah, you guys are going to start.
Alrighty, chat. It's your boy Akano on the mic today. So we have Aloha and Preventity today. He's got to rep the local Rams today. Unfortunately, I DQ'd myself due to other stipulations. Well, I will be here temporarily for Gwen. Or the doctor, as we call her. Alright, of course, you gotta choose the music, you gotta choose the location. Alright, mandatory fist bump before the fight, and let's get rocking. Definitely an interesting matchup for these two because either one person is getting steamrolled or vice versa. Definitely both players are, it is doable for both, but I'm definitely going to think if you don't know the Gold Lewis matchup, you're definitely going to get punished a lot. Alright, flip. Let's see. Oh, no sword throw after that. Definitely questionable. Oh, the questionable burst by Lolo. Alright. No Mortabato. Alright. And this is where the party begins. Level 3 drone. Ooh. The timely Mortabato after the BT. Definitely good adjustments. And then Preventity playing it slow. Let's see how Lolo definitely does. Ooh. There we go. JD hitting. That is the last thing you really need to do against this character. They're definitely going to make you punish for it, for sure. Welcome in, chat. Chimera, nice to see you. All right, do we have any people gombling today or what? No, we're not gombling right now? Top 8, we start gombling, okay. Oh, let's see how Preventity deals with this. Oh, I don't agree with just the immediate. Yep, and just like that, Lolo takes the round. No deep pockets today. Esther's, last time I talked to him, he was taking a break. He would have definitely been our dark horse for today, for sure. Especially after that 0 on Tuesdays. All right, Preventity doing a very good job at locking him down. So, ooh. No, oh, what a bad burst timing. And he's going to get punished for this. Gold Lewis doing Gold Lewis things, yep. And she's dead for this. Just Gold Lewis gaming here. All right, let's see if Preventity could slow it down. Ooh, the 2H. Okay. You see, I don't see a lot of Daros after this, so I would like to see Preventity try to do a little more Daros after like the long hit extensions, just to get that restand. Yeah, because their conversions have been very shaky. All right, Lolo keeping the pressure on now. Let's see what he can do. Oh, and the nasty left right that he could do. And Lolo up 2-0 now. Can Preventity at least find one? All right. See, you definitely have to play this matchup a little slower, but you can't let Gold Lewis away with jumping. You have to punish him for his JDs. Ooh. Preventity definitely got lucky there. Oh no, the conversions are not there. All right, super, no super. Ooh, the Dara, oh. Great grab, level 3 drone. And Lolo read that like a book. Ooh, I think he caught that back dash. Ooh. Oh, and the BT. Oh. There you go. Closes out that round. Well, let's see if he could close out the game. Is Preventity smelling the game or not? She does play her Ramlethal. Ooh, good mash out. Lolo letting these get away. I mean, if you got the timing down, yeah, it works pretty well. Ooh. Lolo getting his burst back soon. Right, nothing to fret about. Well, let's see how Preventity. Yup, dead. Woo. Oh, there, Daro. All right, just get to the other side. Oh, and he first baited. I don't agree with that. And just like that, Lolo bringing it back. Rosa, that's just what happens when you are nasty at this game. Lolo, like I said earlier, Lolo definitely letting them get away with this. Ooh. And the panic burst is going to cause so much trouble for Preventity. Let's see how they handle it. Yep. Oh, good Mortobato. Oh. Fun fact, if you double jump that and I do your FD, it makes the mix-up less scarier. You have to double jump it to beat it. Like, you'll still be able to, like, you'll still gonna get hit by the laser, but if you double jump and FD it, he doesn't get as much mix-up, yeah. Yeah, thank you to Big Booty Man 445 for teaching me that tech. The man of the hour, the man coming back from school. Time to take these kids to school, Espio. Let's see how you do. See, unfortunately for me, I'm a little biased because I am teammates with Espio. But let's see how this goes. I don't think Espio knows he's up.
Alright, chat, what we got?
Well, it was a nice clean 3-0 by our boy Lolo, doing damage to Ramlethal, but nothing.
That's what I like to see.
Yeah, the Purley.
I'm sad I missed
What's up? I didn't get him today. Not yet. I'll grab him in a bit. Let me in here.
Oh yeah. They're in the back.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Akano, how are you doing? What happened? Wasn't feeling it today?
I did bracket today. Thank you, I appreciate it, Alex. But you know what? I just kind of had not in the mental space. So I was like, all right, like I definitely don't want to compete tonight, but I will go see everyone.
I feel that. Hey, I appreciate you showing up. I was like, well, I want to see Devin. I want to hang out.
I was like, I'll make a surprise appearance. I was like, I got to see the boy. I got to support the teammate.
Hell yeah. Especially, that's right. You got teammates in the building.
I do
now.
have teammates.
You got to root for your sponsors.
Yes, exactly.
That's what's up. If there is another chair you can steal, I can get you. You know what? Let me. There's a chair in the back. I'm gonna go steal it. I'll be back.
I gotta group my cup of tea.
Alright, so we got Wade Gamble versus Armstrong right here.
Cool. Chat, we're back. I apologize for my brief absence, but we got more matches coming up for you. Espio versus Raiden. I am so excited to see Espio play again. Chat, I want to take a brief moment while we're doing a button check and we're getting everything set up here. I want to make like just kind of a general thing. I don't want this to be like a downer on the tournament or anything, but like if you know somebody who is struggling, who is like showing signs of just like that, like things are not going right for them, and that, you know, like something might be not okay, like please let somebody know. Like, this is, you know, it's Fullerton Fights, it's the FGC, but like the C is for community, and I do want to make a point that like we're all here for each other. My DMs are always open for this kind of a thing. You know, like no particular reason, just kind of want to throw that out right now. You know, we love you all, chat. You know, I love you all in chat. I love everybody here. You know, like, you guys are like family to me, and I would not be doing this if it wasn't for you guys. So if there is a reason that I can help you keep, you know, doing what you love, I get to keep doing what I love, and we can all make, you know, we can make this family a better place.
Exactly. And then Ian or Chimera definitely hit it on the head. Check in on your homies. You never know what they may need. Just being there for them, just letting them know that you're there. It's definitely what they need.
Yeah, it really is. And, you know, I just wanted to say that, you know, just kind of like put that out there. You know, we got a lot of people tuning in, and I just, you know, it's Lunar New Year, so like everyone's in good spirits, and I want to keep that kind of thing going all year round. So, you know, we can start with a little bit of good spirits right now. We got to watch Espio at Fullerton Fights. We have not had this one in a minute.
You know, I was just telling Espio this. I was like, you know, you haven't competed in a minute. How are you feeling? He's definitely a little nervous, but you know what? He's still the same. Like, me and him play all the time. Still the same crack person. I believe in him. I think he's gonna pull it off, but it's also a little bias in my head.
Oh yeah. No, I actually think when he was like coming back, you know, he had a big stream when he was back from his
nice grab.
Back from like school days, and he kind of had the same thing, right? He was like, you know what? I got to start at the bottom again. I'm gonna be losing to some people that I'm not used to losing to, but I can work my way back up, and that is what you need.
I don't doubt him in the slightest. He's definitely gonna do it. He's such a quick learner, such a quick adapter. Yeah, and so once he gets the group for it, he's going to be solid.
And I feel like if a character is going to test your fundamentals, it's going to be Testament, right? It's going to check you, you know, like, hey, how's your dash blocking game? You know, like, how are you responding to things? What's your set play build-up like?
All right, let's see how Raiden handles this pressure.
Talk off pressing. The stagger on 2Ks is so hard to deal with sometimes.
You know, that's so interesting that you bring that up, because I struggle with that. Like, I see the double 2K coming, and I'm like, I gotta mash mine. I'm like, oh wait, I'm gonna get smoked for this right now.
Yep. Because it's the threat of 2D. It's like the inadvertent benefit of 2D being a little bit on the slower end is you need to double check, like, is that 2K or 2D? And if I'm wrong, there could be a lot of damage coming at me. But with burst already off, now you're gonna have to hold the pressure. Ooh,
what a match.
Yeah, good check as well.
All right.
Throwing out fireball, still just trying to find solid open. Oh, we pressed.
Got hit.
Yeah, we pressed. We got 2S going. Oh, actually connected through, but just got hit. Oh, interesting to go for reversal super with the with the succubi super.
Oh, nope, drop the combo.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
he's warming up.
Yeah, 1 HP in the corner like that.
In a dream. Is this his?
You know, I believe it was Casper, one of the other like prominent Geos, had brought this up. The buff two patches ago, that the chip damage actually is slightly more relevant on this patch because she has a little bit more damage to actually put you in the danger zone. I feel like I've seen scenarios where it's relevant a little bit more often.
Honest strike throw here.
Yep.
And we're just falling for everything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's brutal. That's brutal.
Too honest.
And that's,
you could never react to that.
No, see, that's the layers, right? Is you know, you see the with 5H, you know the close S is meaty, so you're like, I'm not gonna throw here. Guess who else knows you're not gonna throw there?
Yeah. God, her 6 feet is absolutely demonic.
Oh no, they got that fucked up goopy 6 feet. Nice 2K, gets counter poke. Yeah. She'll get full confirm off of this. Oh, okay. Takes a little bit extra. Doesn't go just for Arbiter.
Yeah, I was expecting an Arbiter and then the 6-8, but you know what? Whatever works.
Yeah. Get advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, the sauce.
Full confirm. Oh, yeah. So you have to do the 2H a little bit, like halfway through the far S animation to make sure that that one connects. But
Bryce, he didn't go for the dust combos.
you know, me and Espio have talked about this a little bit. It can be kind of inconsistent when you're gonna get the dust counter hit, especially if you jump block the burst. So just kind of was like, oh, I'm just gonna take the consistent damage here. Ooh. Hits over the 2D there.
Alright.
A lot of patience on the side from Testament, and I kind of feel like we could be swinging a little bit harder, pressing a little bit more 6-speed, because Espio's just kind of eating up space, not having to worry about a lot of fireballs.
A lot of staggering from Espio too, so he's definitely keeping it like really simple for himself, trying to get into the groove.
Yeah.
Making sure, trying to catch a quick button.
Trying to just recover where we can. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's going to do it. Counter hit. That's going to be 2-0 lead for Espio. And I mean, hey, you know, this is a unfortunate part of facing one of the first couple seeds in bracket. You know, you gotta face the demons. You gotta face the top of the mountain. Locking into this corner though, getting some consistent pressure.
Is this his first match of the day?
No, I don't believe so. I believe this is round 2.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, he had a bye. He had a bye, though. Yeah, so, yes, it is Espio's first round.
All right, so he's got to get warmed up. Nice grab.
Yeah, huge reversal.
I don't agree with the teleport. I think, especially when it comes to Testament, it's so reactable.
Yeah.
It's not even worth it unless you have him, like, in deep pressure.
Yeah, you really have to be, like, conditioned to the point where you're going to not react to it, because Espio was just kind of waiting around. He wanted to hunt it down.
Yeah.
But Raiden finding some okay scenarios, finding some good counter hits. They're just not quite able to piece it all together.
Definitely to play this a little better, in my opinion. A couple decisions I kind of question a little bit, but
oh, I got caught.
Fake. I got hit by that.
Yeah, the stagger into the dust was just that's like that May 5D where you're like, there's no way this is gonna hit me, and lo and behold, it does.
Yeah. Oh, and here we go.
Yeah, that's it. No super
and just
needed.
Like that, Espio taking that.
Yeah, can just snap the wall, take that one on home. A great set from Espio. Got to be happy with that. A nice 3-0. But I mean, hey, that's first seed for you. Hey, Holiday, thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. Chat, let me check in with you. Espio knows that matchup. Oh yeah, no, that was a good demonstration as far as you know, your history professors are concerned. All right, who we got up next? I believe now we're into winners quarters, so we're pivoting over. Fern. We're feeling the Fern. What happened? Oh yes. Yeah, it should be okay. I think if I just disconnect that, I think it'll be all right.
Definitely wild that he plays on a keyboard.
I know. Fern, it was so funny. Fern messaged me like before his first debut, and he said like, I play on a keyboard. Like, do I need to bring my own table? And I was like, what? And he's like, I play on like I can bring my own keyboard, but like, do I need to bring my own table to like to play it on? I was like, no, you should have enough desk space. You know, like You should be good. I was like, maybe like you know, if you wanted it in your lap, you know, like maybe bring something flat to rest it on. But no, there's like tables. We can facilitate that. He goes, okay, cool. And when he messaged me that, I was thinking, I don't really know, you know, like it's probably somebody's first tournament, you know, like it's probably, you know,
demonic. Yeah,
just got into fighting games. That's okay. Shows up, smokes everybody.
I did watch that one on stream, and I was like,
yeah.
Oh, he's got sauce.
Oh, he's massively saucing, which I love. I love that you're like, oh yeah, this is my first tournament. I'm just gonna roll up and you know, roll the party a little bit.
Also didn't know Fern rolled with Cheto, so that's definitely cool to see because I watched them play in a tournament together.
Yeah.
They beat Razzo and Umisho in a team tournament. It was one of the ones
Hey yo.
I watched.
I like that.
It was a weird tournament because it was Waseda style.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, but the way it worked is, it's called pull your own weight. So essentially, if I won and you lost, you play the loser.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of like, the winner taking it.
Yeah, that's the we either win together or lose together.
Yeah,
you hold it down.
Someone's got to carry. And it was wild. I was like, he's sauced on it. I think it was Umisha that he sauced on. I was like, not like this.
You always, it's always the guys you never suspect,
Yeah.
right? They tell you. Fern has told us himself. He's like, Kai is so honest.
Kai is honest, but he has some disgusting stuff.
Oh yeah. No, nobody's truly honest
No.
in this game. Nobody's no Abe Lincolns in this game.
Oh, and just getting hit by the JD.
Yeah, locked down in the.
All right, there we go.
Yep. And I will say, I've been loving this Viking gameplay so far. The conversions have been nice.
Have they?
Yeah, we saw a little bit earlier versus Holiday's Ram.
All right.
So we're seeing a little bit more right now into the corner. Oh, and with that much meter, you have Gonskis.
Yeah. Definitely taking the safer route instead of getting the burst.
Yeah. But I mean, it just kills, you know? With that much meter, you get that little bit of extra damage.
I was expecting the 9-framer to come out. He should have punished right there.
Yeah, maybe kind of waiting. I think checking the waters a little bit right now. Doesn't quite know, doesn't quite know the Fern legend. Do you know where the Fern Federation stands? Because right now you're experiencing it.
You know what? I did notice one thing. You really have to tech high players. If they get comfortable with the Fuda arcs, they're not going to stop.
Oh, no.
So you have to be wary of it. You have to get them out of that habit early.
It's like Leo Command Grab.
Yeah.
It's like if Leo Command Grab hits you, if Fuja Arc connects,
the disgusting BRCs.
They just feel themselves too much. You can't let that happen. You got to make them a little.
See, look at like round star, like boost, and twice. Oh,
the back dash out there still gets like a minor avoid, but with no real punish. Oh, okay. The bungee actually like escaped the corner and then put you right back in. Ooh, chase down. Yeah, plus frames.
I'd say you gotta respect it.
Yep. Can't quite press there. Trying to snipe out with these projectiles. I'm liking the space we're buying with the IED back fireballs. That's it.
Yep, just like that.
No! If we get the wall break, I was gonna say without wall break, I don't think that kills.
Drop out.
Yep.
Oh, I don't agree with the double yes, but will Fern burst out? No.
Yeah. Oh! Delayed it. Oh my god.
Good try.
Held the burst so long. Let it rip. It didn't even connect. It didn't need to. It was just to make you think that you had your turn. No.
You should have just definitely gone for the damage, though, so I will definitely... And of course, I don't want to keep it critique, but at the same time, you have to, like, hey, maybe...
Yeah, and I mean, I kind of respect going for the check there, especially game one. Like, if you're going to take a gamble, you might as well. But now you know, right?
Fern going for these charge 5 dusts, trying to catch him off guard.
Yeah, Fern has mentioned to me that, he plays for a good time. And sometimes when he'll just throws out those 5 dusts, it's to remind himself, like, hey, you know what? I'm just here for fun. Like, I'm not going to get too stressed. Sometimes it works.
And he got hit.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't think it caught backdash. I think it was just raw hit.
And the grab.
Kick him to the curb. That's you pick him up, you tie him up, you hog tie him, just get him out of there. Pressure in from
Alright, here we go.
though.
Strike those.
Pressure in, got the electric stage.
Twice.
Double fireballs again. Not a parrier. Aura has not shown parry so far this tournament. I don't know.
I think
Maybe holding it for a rainy day, but yeah. Stagger on the low, caught the fuzzy.
Definitely a lot of respect for Fern.
Yeah.
I think he's definitely scared to like. Oh, that was gross.
Yeah.
But respecting Fern and his offense, but I think if you throw out the option, it definitely makes the person a lot more scared to do anything.
Yeah, and I think like maybe he's holding it for just
He said rainy day.
Yeah, it's like the same. Yeah, he cannot between the string. Throw again. No, just goes to the dragon. So Fern did deliberately tell me before. I don't think he had the meter for it here, and I believe he's probably just dead. Yeah. So Fern did message me before, and he said, my goal of the tournament, I figured out that Kai has a positive infinite with like a double Sacred Edge and Dragon Install.
Yep.
I don't even want to know how you're supposed to get that much meter, but he said if I landed in tournament, I will consider myself the winner. No matter where it is, no matter what happens.
It's the simple goals in life.
Yeah, you know? And that's part of the mentality.
Yeah.
You gotta just have fun with it.
Don't put pressure on yourself in tournaments. It's not good for you.
Nah, it really isn't.
I'm telling you from experience.
Yeah. You've been feeling a bit of that too, right? It's, you know,
The
it's,
past couple of days, or the past couple of tournaments, obviously, becoming part of the Rosario Syndicate, especially with these killers, Domi, Espio,
oh yeah.
MJ Karase. I want to make sure I'm like living up to
Living up to your own hype.
Yeah, like they chose me for a reason. I want to make sure I'm producing. But the mental is important.
Oh yeah. And it, it's that's that's all it's really about, right? It's just like you gotta have the right mental. You gotta make sure that you're open and aware, especially for 5 dusts like that, because otherwise, I mean, look at the HPs right now.
Still getting away with those food arcs.
Okay, I like the PRC. I actually thought that the Tatami might have still been safe to throw, but PRC just to be safe with it. And gets in with the overhead. This has been a tight set so far.
I didn't even realize it was 1-1.
Yeah, it's 1-1 for advantage in the set right now. 2P checks both run up grab and for the backdash there. I like that. First off immediately. Aura a lot more willing to spend the resources just that first light.
And then, I thought it looked like you could have comboed there.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, if you don't have bungee combos off after DP, I'm not going to blame you. But able to close it out all the same. Fern, I feel like, the reserve is kind of paying off a little bit here. Like we said, it's about that mentality. Not stressed, trying to just keep himself in the moment, keep himself present. And it's kind of on Aura to answer with the same thing, right?
Oh.
I don't know what that was.
He tried to hoe him.
He did. That was Aura.
That's some hoe shit right there.
Aura 100% just shook his head and said, there ain't no
I
way.
respect it. I've done that before.
Yeah,
I'm a random golf player. I can't say anything.
We gotta be a little guilty sometimes.
It's fun though. Oh God, that's so gross.
Yeah. Fern with just the onslaught of overheads that he loves to do in that corner scenario. The magic fingers.
I've actually been thinking about it. I'm curious if he's punishable on it. Especially on the JD into the slash.
Well, let me tell you. Aura took 60% right there. I'm not the one who's pressing to find out.
I'll press. You know me. I don't care about experience. I don't care about my life. I'll risk it for the biscuit.
No, I'll risk it for a little bit of that knowledge.
Yeah.
Oh, no RC? Ah.
Oh.
All right.
And not one parry in sight.
No, but I was gonna say there's no way we get out of this one, unfortunately. Able to take that one. Fern moves on along. Great showing though from Aura. Brought out the game, kept it close. Just Fern started finding a bit more momentum sooner.
So right now he'll just have to make the losers run.
Yeah. And I would not be surprised to see the Biken coming back up through the losers.
I wouldn't doubt it. I never single out Biken players. They're definitely a different breed.
That they are. You can't hear. You know what? Let me turn in. Get on close. What up with the chat room? How we doing? We got Meeks versus Kiet up next. An old school classic.
Definitely a fun, interesting matchup for these two.
Oh yeah, and Kiet, I believe. So Meeks holds the set count currently, overall, but I believe Kiet has the latest win over Meeks.
Does he?
I believe at Fight Club.
Ooh. I'm trying to remember. It's been a minute since we've had a Fight Club.
It has been. It has been.
Christmas actually, but yeah.
But I also believe one of the... Wasn't it the tournament that you won that Kiet had to beat Meeks to get into Grand Finals?
It's a possibility. There's so many of those tournaments where it's either me, Meeks, or
it's
Kiet,
been-
and I'm like,
Yeah, no, this is definitely like the Owen Tuesdays top 3 crowd. You know, like among the people who show up
normal.
regularly. This is definitely like our top 3 end of the crowd. So I'm excited to see something like that.
we gotta start sliding Fern into there now too.
Oh yeah, no,
So
it's,
Fern is definitely up there now. So give him his props.
yeah, you gotta give him that representation. You know, he's earned his right. He's got the 2P.
Oh, is he memeing?
There's no
Hey, yo,
way.
what?
It's just for the button check. It's just for the button check. I see through the ruse. I see through the ruse. This is button check, Meeks.
Do it for the 1 round.
This is not real. In no way is this real.
Do it. You know what? It's all about having fun.
Yeah, you know, it's a button check. It's
Of
gotta
course
be
it's
a
a
button
button
check.
check.
I think it was
It'd be fantastic if it wasn't.
I think it was Razorburn who was like locked May, and I was like, he doesn't have a May, and he's like, I would never. Look me dead in the soul, said, I would never. How did you miss twice? You are 0 for 2 on burst in button check. look me dead in the eyes and said, it's bad.
Give me the PB real quick.
All right, but we can run it. We can get into it. We can run it with classic Mr. Naga Ryuki versus Axel.
He's barely setting his buttons right now.
I know.
That is ridiculous.
Some might say Axel favored. You know, believe who you want to believe.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. What matters is when you show up to an event like this, when you show up to a tournament, when you show up to the Fullerton Fights anniversary monthly on Lunar New Year, and you got the prize pot running, that you're able to execute. So let's see what we got here.
How high are we looking today on this prize pot? What did Aloha donate today?
I am not at liberty to announce how much money, but you are going to be very sad you did not enter.
Aloha donated a lot, huh?
I am not saying anything,
That's wild.
but
I don't regret nothing.
But what I can say is I feel like we're looking at a pretty good situation for Kiet right now. Got a lot of screen space. You're down burst, but I feel like what you've made up for in just getting back to this mid screen without too much
What a
open.
jump in. All right, let's see how long he can keep Meeks out. Yep. You can only do so much.
Yeah,
You know, Meeks not finishing his food. A little.
very much like him, but very much a mistake. Like had RC there, had a ton of different options. Had even a route into super from that counter hit, but still look. Oh wow, the clone just completely destroys Sickle Flash.
It defeats so much. I don't understand why.
It's the best fireball in the game.
It's I've always had a gripe about Clone, and I'm just gonna announce it one more time. It does not need to be +5.
No, it really
I don't even care if it's +2. Like I'm fine with +2. +5 is so unnecessary.
No, I feel. But
And the panic.
yeah, I mean, there was not a whole lot of bursting opportunities that you had there. That was gonna be damaged no matter which way you slice it.
You wanna hop on commentary?
There we go.
I know you always
Sliding
want to
through.
commentate when you're out.
Getting the Sickle Flashes in. Oh, yup. I call that the Kiet. At this point, everyone's been hit by the Kiet.
The Sickle Flash?
No, just like off of knockdown, he pulls you in with Rainwater. Does like a 50-50 on JHJD.
Oh no.
RC.
He's dead.
Oh no, just super, yeah. I like that. Yeah, what do you even need big damage for? Just tap him away. He's frozen in time. He can do nothing.
Chimera, he doesn't need it. He doesn't need a +5 clone. And you know that for a fact.
Oh, okay. Actually, snuffed the startup of clone there. That's enough blood expenditure that we're not quite able to kind of all in unless I was
Why
gonna say.
didn't go for bite?
Yeah, double.
Very much a Meek.
A little bit. I think Kiet was actually maybe trying to respond to bite. I think he was trying to grab the like the end frames of Fukio there.
Just try to go for left, right, I guess.
No, I think.
The heavyweight in him.
Yeah, I think it was a misinput from Kiet. I think
he backdash.
Yeah, he wanted to pop up there, not quite getting it, and now gonna have to hold this whole corner situation. Oh, does not pull the Sickle Flash back in. Just letting it empty, just kind of keeping him at bay. Oh, that was clone expended.
And he went for Winter Madness? I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I don't Yeah, it was a little bit like too close because it felt very reactable at that range, but
Oh,
the 5B just barely not getting there in time.
there it is.
The fight, yeah. Okay, the burst was expended, and without the burst hitting anything, you know, does not have it for this round. But I mean, we all know about how often burst is a valuable resource against Axel.
Fun fact, didn't know, Nago's command grab fight has a better range than his foot slash.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know that.
He's got a fucked up throw range.
And it's definitely wild.
BRC, ooh, the bite, that might just seal the deal. I feel like that bite is the one that kind of puts a nail in the coffin here.
Oh, and he caught him. Let's see what he can do. Yep. The sauce.
Yup.
The minimal sauce. Oh.
Burst,
No.
yeah. Took burst at first light, and Meeks was ready for it.
Hi, Jack. How's your day going today?
Hey, Fight Club Fighting, thank you very much for the resub. Any doctors? Oh, we got 2 doctors. There's actually another doctor entered into Tekken.
There's another doctor in Tekken?
Yeah, I forget what their tag was, but they were entered into Tekken. Well, welcome in. Oh my gosh.
All right.
Just tossing out rainwaters, looking for a bit of plus
a lot
frames.
of 5S's, or not, 2 H's
Yeah.
from Axel. I think I understand why, because Nago's not going to, like, be moving that much or jumping, but given the option, he's going to jump.
Yeah.
Especially if you're throwing it out just like that.
Meeks, I feel like is not does not show jump as often. But getting caught by the clone there.
Oh,
Yep. Full screen Winter Madness is a little bit harder to react to.
it's a little weird. Like, you see it coming, and you're like, oh, wait, I should be doing something, and then you get grabbed.
Yep.
It's like, oh, never mind. Oh, knowing that the jump was coming. Good call out by Ken.
Yeah. And you know what? I feel like Kiet catches on, like, as the set goes on pretty well. This, I don't think is
Wrist.
that same same look. Oh my gosh, just got caught by the helm splitter.
No super, though.
Yes, Super wouldn't have killed. I feel
Would have
like
gotten blood back.
Oh, we burst? We were trying to win this?
What a meme.
We're going for it. We want to be able to take this one here. Oh, the BRC, yep. Second time in a row, the helm splitter. You know, I said Meeks, you know, not exactly a jumper in the same way. Still just flies in with that JH. Bringing it down on top of the dome, and now bringing it into the corner, bringing it into the pain zone. Far as though,
There
yep.
you go. Keep it simple. Oh,
Oh, yeah, I wanted to run under there, so I was just committing to full dash. Didn't quite make it under in time. A little bit of blood being spent, but still enough. I was gonna say, Clone is still online.
the low crush. All right, let's see what Meek has.
Yeah, no RC that I believe would have just killed in that scenario, but we get there in the end. Meeks playing to form.
There you go. I'd expect nothing less from him.
Brings that one home in good fashion.
I will be right back.
Go for it.
悔やめ乾杯でなければ
But we keep it running, we keep it rolling. Chat, how we all doing? Let me check in with y'all, chat. All right. Chat, hope y'all doing well. Appreciate all the follows and resubs today. I appreciate y'all tuning into the stream. For those of you who is your first time tuning in, I'm Dr. No. I do a weekly and monthly tournament series. This year is the anniversary of our monthly series, number 12, here on Lunar New Year. Fun that it actually kind of like falls on Lunar New Year. You know, new year, new amount of tournaments. That's always a good time. But I appreciate you all tuning in. You know, if you enjoy the commentary, would appreciate a follow. You know, do not feel obligated to support in any way that you are not comfortable. But if you enjoy some Guilty Gear Strive action, if you just enjoy some fighting game content in general, we do VOD review, we do tournaments every week, we do all sorts of fun stuff, a little bit of player talks, player psychology, all that kind of fun stuff. Trying to make it in the scene, so I appreciate all you doing that. If you want to know where I'm commentating next, ! Twitter, my main social, you can follow me there if you want to know, get updates on that kind of stuff. Appreciate all you tuning in, all of the same though. But up next, this is a match. Okay, so this is the winner side as far as I know, and this is gonna be a banger. Lolo versus Arcblade. I am excited to see this. I don't think I have seen these two play in a very long time. Lolo has not been here for a good number of Fullerton fights. And so has not run into Arcblade. I don't believe they've even run into each other outside of here. Arcblade does not typically go out to Irvine for the Irvine events. So we'll kind of check in. We'll check in on that versus the Arcblade Alliance. I'm excited for this one. I mean, seeding-wise, I hand this one to Lolo. I mean, Lolo's been a grinder. Lolo has been around tournament after tournament, been putting himself on the line time and time again. Just has not, you know, this is a little far for him to make his way out to, so trying to, you know, kind of keeping that energy a-flowing. Yeah, I was going to say, Fight Club was the last time they've both been at a tourney. Dang. And I don't even know if they ran into each other at that event. So, Lolo versus Arcblade. We're going to be running it. This is winner's side. This is winner's quarters finals. We're getting into this top 8 territory soon. Let's see what we start. Oh, it's another button check. I was memed. I was bamboozled. But the fist bump has been set. We got the buttons are set. Oh, we picked the stage. We picked the music. What does Lolo want? Biking theme? Biking theme? Who picks Bikin's theme? I say that as somebody who likes Bikin's theme. But for tournament? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But we're starting off 6K into that deep, into that flash kick. Oh, yep, burst off. Okay. So I'm actually really curious about this matchup. One of the things I'm going to be curious to see out is how Arcblade reacts to the different behemoths. Arcblade is definitely the learning style of, you know, like hitting the books, hitting that frame data, you know, just kind of like getting all that up here in the cranium. So I'm curious if he knows how to react to all these in accordance, or if he is, you know, maybe needs to take a refresher course. Gets pushed through, kind of putting Lolo on the back foot early here. Backdash is out, no dice. He can't be grabbing me. Gets a side switch, gets a drone in. Trying to see if there's a delay on the flash kick burst. We trying to take this one. Oh, wanted drift forward on the BRC, I believe, and just didn't quite get it. So the JD just gets counter hit by projectile. That's tough. Empties into the grab there. I like. Ooh, gold burst though, and what we got off this. Can you survive? Oh, we can. We flash kick at first light. That was first available frame, and we're out of there. Oh, and now we're running all over it. RC. Oh, tried to wait out the throw. Yeah, bless me. It sneeze. Tried to wait out the backdash timing with the throw. It was still a little bit too early. Now locked back into the corner. The drone is in. Poking with these 2Ks. Doing a great job of FTing out, buying that space. 5P converts. Oh, tried to chase back. The BRC slowdown gives you a great counter hit. And getting Leo out of back turn is the name of the game if you want to stay alive right now. Oh, blocks. RC. And sneaks up with the throw. Able to take that 1-0. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Where can we go with it? Patience off the round start. You know, we said Patient Hunter gets the prey earlier. They both showed a little bit of that patience there. It's a virtue. I'm liking that. Throwing out more fireballs. Oh, the 2K anti-air. Okay. Okay. Stick the footsie out there like that. Yeah, I feel like Lolo's biggest struggle right now is just finding a way to get his turn in neutral. Burst to hold. Oh, you're not dead, but damn, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Put pressure in. Ooh, yeah. Side switch. Gets caught pressing 5P. Backdash. Great backdash timings. Lolo has picked actually great backdash timings to avoid pressure and has been able to get out of a lot of these, a lot of the worst for wear situations. It's just about like trying to find a couple more of these neutral wins. Good tech on the throw there. JD actually low enough to get around the guard point. Unfortunately, though, you got to be guarding the right point of interest from that overhead. Putting in a couple more lows with that 2S. Putting in. Stagger on the back turn Ks actually is trying to hunt for backdash there. Making good pressure right now. RC. Oh, went for a burst bait and still had a little bit of conversion left in the tank. Shimmies up with the throw. Great tech. Lolo is aware in the situation. And that's like Gold Lewis, that's like a Gold Lewis-ism, right? Is a lot of Gold Lewis is, you know, you have to accept, yeah, you're going to lose some neutral situations. Yeah, you're going to lose some situations you might not want to. But it's just about holding it out. You just got to keep yourself present in the moment. But with burst down, though, Arcblade able to persevere. Might just be able to take this one. Good catch on the backdash. Oh, flash kick. Yeah, you know, hadn't shown it too often. Cross back out of the corner into the super. Might just be able to close this one out here. What we got with these plus frames? Ooh, the 5B actually whiffing. Lolo swings back. Chasing in. Oh, tried to see if we can counter hit out a throw there with the delay timing. Doesn't quite get there. Gold burst. Situation didn't play out super well last time. What do we got this time? Tries to air block the flash kick. Doesn't quite get there. Red RC to keep this pressure going. Oh, that's a huge counter hit. But the 6P delivers. 2-0 Arcblade with the lead right now. Lolo kind of taking a second on that one. Wants to reassess the screen. Reassess what's going wrong. Now, jumping in a little bit more. Getting a little bit more pressure with it. Putting pressure on. Ooh, yup. Gets caught by the side switch, BT. Pulls you in. Ooh. Okay, maybe recognition that Arcblade does not know how to block that. Catches him twice in a row off of it. Ooh, okay. Great patience there from Arcblade to just let Lolo swing and say, I can still win here. I still have the stage position. I don't need to get greedy. Catches him off of the BT cross. 2S. Oh, that's not what we want. We got 2H. We wanted a BT of some kind. We got 2H instead. Yeah, reverse super. I think you're hitting. Maybe Lolo getting a little bit desperate, but I mean, desperate times call for desperate measures. What we got here, catches with the overhead. The drone's going to keep this pressure going. And there we go, Lolo on the board with one last throw. Yeah, we're probably doing Grand Blue when the new one drops. Probably, yeah. I'll try at least. Into the throw. I'm liking this. Just about getting that last hit. Oh, that's huge. And that's that. If you're Lolo, you love seeing that kind of a burst, right? That was a panic burst. Was too far away, knew it wasn't going to land, but it gives you so much momentum right now. Does not have enough meter to FD, but finds a way to fight out of the corner. Caught by the JD and gets the conversion still. Had a little bit of dash up to get that far S to make sure you convert off that. I love to see that. Oh, the JD. See now, patience from both sides. Lolo doesn't want to get too hungry here, but Arcblade really wants a little bit of really wants a little bit of momentum to just try to earn it back. Chasing. Oh, no dice. Woke up with close S. Said, you gave me this space? You best regret that. You don't want to be given. You don't want to give Mr. Gold Lewis his space. He'd be a big man, but he's not. You can't be giving him time to cook, because this is what Lolo's gonna do to you. I'll be seeing you at 2-2. Lolo fights back for that one. 2-2. I am loving this kind of action. Hitting there, hitting here. Just these little hits here and there. Starting to add up a lot of damage. And it's starting to put Arcblade on the back foot. Arcblade needs to stay composed here. Fighting out that 5K is a great way to start it up. Delays the BTS, catches the backdash. Blocks the YRC as well. We're cooking. Okay, huge backdash, gets a reversal throw. Does not press. Arcblade gets full respect out of that situation. Has to hold the Skyfish. Oh. Okay, so one thing I'm not really liking is Lolo is is jumping with impunity right now. Just complete diplomatic immunity from Arcblade doing anything to respond. I really like to see Arcblade respond to a bit more of these throws. PRC, he's trying to chase in. What's it gonna be? Blocks the overhead, gets the flash kick as a reversal. Arcblade trying to pull through right now. Back turn D. Putting a bit of pressure on. Throws out there. The drone keeps a little bit of extra pressure safe. The PRC gives you enough time to get the frame data you want for these BT mixes. Catches him on the run through. Does not let Arcblade get past. 5D is a little bit interesting. Maybe it was a call out on approaching 5K there. Catches, yeah. I think even actually caught a flash kick attempt that didn't quite come out. Can we push in? It's last round, game 5. That's always the action you want to see. Confirms with the throw. Arcblade has cracked in this situation a couple times. Lolo maybe has a little bit more experience that might come out right here. BRC, yeah, that's going to catch the burst. And that will do it. One last burst 3 to put that one away. In a reverse 3-0, Lolo is able to take a terrifying one. But Lolo able to battle back a full reverse 3-0. As we continue on through the winner side of bracket, we got Ashwa versus Espio coming up next. All right.
He's gonna look at the little gap and he's gonna see motherfucking licking the lips.
Espio versus Ashwa. Ashwa actually, they've played before in the Riverside scene. Ashwa is on the right, but I mean Espio is the Geo, so. But it's been a minute since these two played. I believe the last time they played was the Heat Wave that Espio got second in, losing to Trevor Sue. Oh, hold on 1 second term.
We'll edit it out in post, don't worry. Edit it in post. This guy's not even listening to the music in game. They're wireless. Dude, he's listening to music. Look at Brian out here poking without him. Oh, thank you so much.
All right, sorry about that. Helping out the Tekken production. Tekken on the other side going ham.
Oh, he misses it, but it's okay. Pledge allegiance to the bag.
Sorry about that. We're getting button checks. Giving me a time to rest my voice. Chat, how are you doing? Chat, check in.
Oh, no!
Dr. Tekken, I love Tekken. It's too late for me. It's too late. It's passed me by too much. Tekken 8, I will be in there, but I don't know enough about the game. But here we go, Ashwa on the Jacko, as he is known to do. Part of the Riverside Rumblers coming out. I always enjoy seeing the Riverside Rumblers. All right, button check concluded. We getting in this. Versus Espio versus Ashwa. And a set that I'm pretty excited for. Espio, I would trust to take this one in terms of both seeding and having played against a couple Jackos here and there, you know. Should be a matchup he's well prepared for, and actually one that Gio can deal with in some ways well. A lot of Jackos kind of like can get tripped up by like Gio having great options to scout jumps. But a lot of these neutral situations is where you can really shine. If you can get minions set up, gives you a lot of ability to control her ground in neutral. Oh, tried this. That was the greediest grab I have ever seen. Off the 2D. Yeah, caught with the overhead. People, that's the mix. PRC, you get that little bit of a pop-up off of the DP. Able to take that one. But ain't able to bring it home. You gotta be able to bring it home. Oh, we were going places. We were a helicopter right there. Yeah, it's not a fireball. You can't just spiral arrow through that. Ashwa battles back for that one. Oh, the tip of the 2D. I also did not think that was going to hit. Catches with the throw. Oh, the Dustle. The Dustle. 5H hits. Can't quite convert. It was like a little bit too far away. You can normally do like 5H, 5H there, but kind of recognize how far away we were. Oh, that's a huge counter hit. Yeah, because that counter hit might be around actually, because you gotta get this. You gotta get a safe jump off this. What's the mix? Oh, tried to wait in case there was a YRC. Maybe get the turn back a little bit too early. Did cost a PRC just to get back in though. Yeah. Was FDing tried to I believe either, I think it was like a 2P thrown. I'm actually not sure. But it was a punish hit all the same. Ashwa. Starts off with the 1. Oh, that fireball you can DP through. It's just a lot harder to hit her. Oh, huge 2S to catch the backdash there. Okay. Defense matrix on the way down. Oh, okay. Actually empties. I was actually curious to see if Ashwa was just gonna take the wall break off the first hit, but opts to kind of hold on to the meter. And I kind of agree with it overall. We could have RC'd there, but I mean, hey, you know. Could have RC'd there, but you have positive intention, so you can almost just like, chip Gio out. No dice off the plus frames from that spiral arrow. BRC still trying to get in a little bit. Good tech on the throw. Ashwa feels very ready for a lot of what Gio's throwing at him right now. Good hit. Oh my gosh. The minion was the stone we kick along the path. It was just like, you're coming with me for the whole ride. Huge reversal throw find. One more. Into the low. Oh, that corner situation was deadly. That back throw was deadly. Had burst, so we were like, okay, you know, like if I get hit, I have burst. But to be able to execute that whole situation out, got 3 mixes later, you're dead. Yeah, goes for the 6P. You can delay your 5H enough to catch there, but doesn't even want to chance it. Just says, I need him to get my guaranteed damage. I need to get this positive tension running. You're not dead off this. Actually, having that much meter will negate a lot of the damage. Yeah, that does a lot less damage than you would normally take. But there we go. Espio gonna be able to take that 2, or gonna get 2-0 there. Not quite able to close out a game just yet. Takes a minute. Sips. Got that water, got that orange juice. I actually thought that was 3-0, I'll be honest with you. I actually thought Ashwa was up a game already. Oh, yep. So that was actually the normal confirm route. Oh, we're all over the place. Call Amelia. Oh, yup. Doesn't go for the reset this time. Actually, one of the few times I see Espio not go for the reset in that scenario. But we trying to take damage right now. Yup. Good converting to the 5K off that hit. You're not able to get a lot off of it. I really don't like seeing Espio take his foot off the gas pedal right now. With no defensive resources, you can take a Schwa. But now he's just backdashing. Gotta get caught up in the mix right now. Get that super damage in. It's not the most amount of damage, but right now, oh no, don't let the back throw incidents happen again. Don't let it happen again. Pushing through, gets that nice super. 2K into the 6P. And we close that one out. Espio. After this one. Oh, 6P is the minion. Just punch right through him. Yup. The cross up didn't actually react to the throw, but it can even catch jump frames in that scenario, so good on both ends. Just trying to chew through enough minions to be able to get to Jacko. Ashwa not wanting to let that one happen. It's the super. Ashwa opting into taking this damage a good number of times, and I feel like it's mostly because he's very comfortable with this screen space. That hit you coming back. Jacko got them long legs. Oh, checks the 5D. Huge check there. Oh, we got countered. We tried the 6P. It was too late. It was already in motion. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, you got a couple of these dash over, dash under mixes. I'll show you a couple of my own. Ashwa trying to get a little mixy with it. Delays, yup. Super, no, I was going to say we don't have enough meter anymore. We had the RC for the throw to confirm there. Oh, no, this could fall apart right now for Espio. Not even going to burst, trying to hold it out. Blocks the dust, gets caught on the low. 100 tension either way. Ah, it's RC, do we burst? No, we're willing to take it. Super, bring it back down to the ground, doesn't connect so we don't get the plus frames. Trying to get in, oh, the spiral arrow connecting is huge. RC, yeah, RC into the low, delays it just long enough that Ashwa is thinking about getting out of that situation. And now, once again, staring down the barrel of a reverse 3-0. Will Ashwa be able to stop what Arcblade could not? Does not get the spiral arrow through there. First off, just gets rid of all the minions, the dust, everything. And unfortunately, it does not look like it removed enough because we're going right back to the corner. Bonk. Put this pressure in. That's that air super. That's an uncommon type of reversal. Oh, these multi-hit lows. Sometimes he get caught. Got the 5K there. What's the next mix? Caught with the 2K. Caught you pressing. Espio riding waves of momentum right now. Gets through. Yeah. The 2H pulling you in definitely makes you think about that cross up a little bit more now. Huge. Catches with the low. Lockdown into the corner. This is where Espio's been able to cook the most so far. You get your burst back, but maybe it's a little too late. Oh, yeah, whiff punish with the grab. Espio with a huge reverse 3-0. Brings it all the way back. Good stuff, good stuff. Reverse 3-0. GG's and a handshake. Green Moped, well, hello. How you doing? How you doing, my friend? Welcome into the stream. Hopefully you enjoy. What's up? Yeah, send it back to me. We got, we're gonna have a brief break, actually, before our next one. They're gonna do button checks. I need to take a brief break. I gotta go check in with somebody real quick, so I will be right back. Chat, if you're enjoying the stream, stay tuned. There's more action coming at you. This is only winners, quarters, finals. We got plenty more matches.
Are we taking a break?
I gotta go to the restroom, and then I gotta take care of it.
It's about to start anyway, so yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
Top 8 coming up after this.
Waiting for losers matches, but play the winners.
Yeah, the bracket was actually 6 matches.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Hey, go to the meeting.
When did Take any complaints to your doctor.
Yeah, take it. Conroe's Viking, right?
Yeah. I think this one's good.
That was, those are some good top points. Copy.
Is anyone playing tourney matches right now? Are people playing tourney matches right now? Okay. Don't start another one just yet. Okay. Okay, we got one more tourney match before top 8. Chat, I'm gonna make this announcement to chat in private and to Daniel because he's sitting right here. So I put in the stream title that this was a $100 donate tournament because Kai graciously donated $30 to this tournament. Previnity donated $50 to this tournament. Aloha donated $1,000 to this fucking tournament. There is a $1,000 fucking prize pot for this tournament. He did not tell me. He did not say anything to me. He just said, I want to donate to a little bit of tournament. I was like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Here's the other thing. And this is going to be an announcement for all of you in chat. I told him, hey, by the way, if we are putting up that much money, I can put on a bigger event. I can put on a regional. Fuck, I'm doing my damnedest to put on a major with that kind of a money. He looked me dead in the fucking eyes and said, I don't know if 2.5K is enough for a tournament like that. So for Aloha, this entire tournament is for you. You win. I don't know. I'm literally speechless. I have not told any of the players here. Is it wrong to tell them before top 8 and make everyone scared? I don't know. Akano did not attend. Akano is definitely standing behind me, not entering. When the last losers match is concluded, I'll be announcing that to everyone.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Esther.
Yeah, Okay. So, in light of that information, probably sometime a little bit closer to summer, I will be putting on a regional. We'll call it a regional. We will be having a fucked up prize pot for it. And beyond that, y'all can look forward to some cool action. I will be contacting some people about getting a big prize pot going for this. I'll be right back one more time. Yo, sponsorships? Okay. Guilty Gear Strive, I have an announcement for you. Courtesy of one donator who you might suspect, we have a prize pot of over $1,000. There are big-ass bucks on the line for this prize pot. If you want to see that kind of competition, it starts right now. Guilty Gear Top 8, let's go! Chad, in case you didn't hear that, I'm a little red in the face. I've been yelling a bit tonight. We got Top 8 starting right now. First match of Top 8. Mateo, send him on down. Espio versus Meeks, first round of Top 8. And now everybody knows there's bands on the line. There are bands on the line. This a full $1,000 on the line right now. We're about to start it up. I'm shaking. I got energy. I feel like somebody injected me with caffeine right now. I feel alive, and I feel ready to bring you some of this Guilty Gear Strive action. Let's go. Meeks sitting down at the setup. Espio walked behind me, went to the restroom. Went to splash some water in his face, I guess. Feeling the pressure. Don't even know where he's at. I'm so hyped. Sly Guy Willie, thank you very much for the follow, my friend. I appreciate that. I appreciate supporting the stream. You know why I appreciate you supporting the stream? Because I'm not seeing $1 in this prize pot. I do this for free. We make this TO shit happen. Am I missing any other follows? Am I missing any other chat shoutouts? Yeah, drag it up. Okay, cool. No, I'm good. All right. Time to gomble? Oh, you best be gombling. You best be gombling because, I mean, big bands entered the building and he said his name's Aloha. That's just how it is. It's Lunar New Year. I want all of y'all to have a happy New Year. And, I mean, let's be real. Aloha is the one who's making that happiness happen. He's just dropping it in. Just drops money like that. Like I'm supposed to be like, oh yeah, hey, I donated $20 to the prize pot. You know, like yeah. Homie looks dead in the fucking eyes and says $1,000. Here's the other announcement I'm gonna make to you, chat. Aloha wants to fund a regional. He said $2.5K isn't even what he's thinking about. He thinks that's too small. I don't know how to like explain that to you guys. I genuinely don't. So when you see a regional locked in, I want everyone in attendance. I want all of you showing up, running in these brackets. I will put everything I can on to make an event like that happen. I will be sending messages. I'm gonna be trying to contact people. I'll be seeing if I can get Kizzy out here. Nubenheimer, Red Ditto. I know you two are local. I expect you two to be out there. This is a low tax write-off. It might as well be. I'm actually gonna go tell Alex if they ever charge a Aloha venue fee again, I'm hurting someone. No. Yeah, I don't know what this is. I got no idea. We're in the thick of it. But Espio versus Meeks. This is something I do know. This is Gio versus Nago Ryuki. This is something that we've experienced. You know, I've been around before. I know what it looks like. I've seen it on the screen. You've seen it on the screen. Now, Espio does have the set record overall against Meeks. So, I expect an Espio dub here. And I believe they're button checking. Yeah, they're button checking. Okay. can you go here? All right.
We got nerves on stage.
All right. So, winner's side of top 8 once again is Meeks versus Espio, and the other end on winner's side is Lolo versus Fern. Hey, Tsunemi. Tsunemi, thank you very much for the follow, my friend. Go ahead and check out Bracket. Tune in, enjoy a little bit of Guilty Gear Strive action. Appreciate you joining us today. Oh yeah, you can't start with that. Everyone knows. I've told Meeks this time and time again. You can't start with the Shizzy. Shizzy gets smoked by 5H. It's a frame faster. And Espio knows. And now Espio might know everything Meeks wants to do right now. He's putting him in the corner. He's locking it down. Oh, that's a lot of blood. I might have bursted there. I kind of respect that he didn't. He had enough HP to survive this. Oh, just escapes. Doesn't actually. No punish attempt there from Meeks is a little surprising. Kind of let him get away with the jump K off the side switch. Oh, 5H. Oh, tried to get a reset with the 5D? I don't know about that one. Feeling himself a little bit right now. But you know what? You got momentum, right? And you had burst to go for a mix like that. Espio definitely a player who is risk averse. You know, like kind of he'll take the risk when he knows he can. And burst is a pretty big indicator of when he can. But unfortunately, not exactly paying off here. We're getting locked down in this corner. Fighting the way out. Oh, yup, you can't backdash it. It will cross you up no matter where you are. Tries to wait out a burst just in case. 5H, yeah, you're going to burst that one off. And, ooh, yeah, you get enough to RC. Cost you your burst, but... Into that Beyblade. Oh, yup, backdash out the bite. Espio actually has a great internal clock of when bite is coming. He's definitely adjusted from playing a lot of Nagos. Has a lot of experience fighting Pocket, Meeks. Plenty of other really good Nagos. I believe has also played a good number of games with Nubenheimer in some of the online brackets. Now just trying to feel back out into the neutral. Oh, the dash of 5H actually catching a punish. We should be able to kill off this. 5K is a little bit less damage, but it doesn't really matter. You know, you get the confirm. 5K actually is the faster confirm to get super. 5H is a little bit harder to time, so. Fighting back out once again. Oh, Meeks just not quite able to keep Espio down into this corner. Try as you might. Oh, okay. Actually empties. I thought we were just going to confirm straight into super there, but maybe was worried that super wasn't just going to quite kill and wants to hold on to these corners. And you know what? I respect it because Espio's making these corner situations count time and time again. Meeks is just struggling for answers a little bit here. 5P out. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Actually, very surprised that Espio went for the press there. But burst getting red is not exactly what you're looking for. Just shimmied on up to him. Meeks getting he just said, I'm a just stutter step on in. You might fear a bite. You might fear anything. The throw. It's another throw. Yup. Doesn't go for the last one. Finds a good counter hit. Yeah, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Not enough HP that it'll matter. 2-0 lead. Espio is trying to get to that $1,000 prize pot bonus. You know he wants it. Yeah, there's a good burst. Oh, spacing off that helm splitter. Does not let it come down on top of him. Pushing pressure in. 2K. Ooh, catches the jump fringe. Actually almost caught him with the close S. But finding a good counter hit there. Oh, you're not dead. Doesn't get the ODG, but it's a bait into the throw. I actually thought the 6H was just going to kill there. 5K, good round start. The bite, okay. Bit of momentum back in the saddle here for Meeks. Does opt for the super. It's not exactly the most damage you can get out of this scenario, but it is it's the plus frames that matter, and Espio's been taking greater advantage of the space given, kind of what Gio's bound to do. Oh, yup. Oh, okay. You got there eventually with it. Yeah. PRC'd a little bit too early, and then it was just like, well, I mean, the burst is still there. I still gotta respect it. Meeks able to battle back with a game, though. Does not get all the way to the corner. Burst off just to prevent a little bit of that blood gain. Swing, swing. Oh, getting opened up a little bit here. Oh, this is starting to look a little bit hairy. Backdash is how, but not picking an aggressive option is a little bit scary. Oh, just goes for the 6B. Catches him raw even after he didn't press. Delayed a little bit too long. Okay, huge counter hit here. You need to be able to at least take burst off the round for this one. Stutter stepping out. I don't really like the patience right now. The blood is gonna. Oh, the blood doesn't barely pop. High blood pressure eating his Cheerios. He's trying to keep himself from popping. 5B counter hit can't quite convert. The dust. The dust ends up sealing the deal. Oh, okay, spacing out, dashing with the 5K, I like. Putting pressure through the far S's. Yeah, you get a little bit of your blood back. And see, this is where I wonder if Espio's starting to feel the pressure a little bit. Similar situation at his first Fullerton Fights debut. He lost the set to Jen, another great Naga Ryuki, in similar fashion. He needs to be able to try to battle back. He needs to be able to defeat his inner demons. If he wants to be able to close out here, gets contested by the air-to-air and the convert. RC getting in his corner, huge connection. Oh, that's death. We go to game 5. We starting top 8 off how you like it. Get the pencil. Change that to 1,000. Put the comma in too. People need to know. And there it is, 2-2. Espio takes a minute to recompose. And we're right back into it with Espio off Meeks off a great round start. Burst is committed though. Finds, oh, huge backdash, and oh, almost gets a punish, but we find a setup off of it. Beautiful stuff. Oh, that's a lot of Fukios. Oh, goes for all 3 hits. Caught you jumping. You know the RC is coming. Wall break comes in, but with no plus frames. And still a decently high blood. Able to get a little bit of back, but Espio starts to pressure up. Backdashing again, just giving up these turns a little bit too quickly. Caught by the 2K 2D and brings the guillotine down. Back is against the wall here. Oh, caught with the, yeah, was a little bit too far away for the throw. Finds a good confirm and good damage off of it as well. Almost 50% just like that. Oh, and caught you swinging? What are you swinging at? Into the corner we go. Doesn't go for the RC. Wants to hold on to this corner a little while longer. Catch it with the overhead. Backdash out. And there it is. Game 5. Last stock. Last round on both sides. What do we got? Ooh, finds the pickup with the close S. Doesn't quite get the full convert, though. There's going to be a lot of blood you're missing. Spins a little bit more right here. Burst wants to get out of this situation immediately. I don't know what the flip kick was, but we didn't RC, so we're still in a fine spot. RC here. The bite comes in. This could be it for Meeks right now. A lot of momentum riding and a lot of meter. Finally gets caught, and the pickup is there. Meeks is able to take that one. 3-2. Perfect answer for the perfect he had just received. 2 great competitors going at it. One of them will move on in the winner's side of bracket. And there we are. So, after a great game like that, I'm excited to bring you another one. Like I said, Fern versus Lolo. Gonna be coming in, locking down, and just ready to rumble. Ready to rumble. Chat, root for who you got. Fern Federation versus the lavish Lolos. What's a good like L word? Lolo, my goat. That's what I'm liking to see. I want to see y'all in chat. Push buttons. Let us know who you're after. Fern Fed. Are you the Fern Feds or are you part of the Lolo squad? Let me know who you are supporting here. The LA Lolos. I actually like that. I'm keeping that one. This is a big tournament. This is some big action. Lolo believers registered in the chat. We got gombles up. We got gombles up. We're ready. We're just gonna, you know, put your money where your mouth is. Aloha put $1,000 fucking on this tournament. I need to remind you all, $1,000 fucking. So you can put up a couple channel points to root for who you want. Granted, you don't need it all in. You know, you can keep it a little light. There's a lot more action coming up, so you don't want to spend it all right away, right? But this is top 8. Neither of these competitors are going home just yet. Sorry, checking the buttons. Fern plays on a keyboard, so we gotta make sure all the buttons are working every time. You know how it is. Stage choice. Lars Canyon. I respect that. I'm a Lars Canyon enjoyer. It's a little laggy online. Lolo, a music setter. What do we got? Where are we going? I'm so curious. This tells you so much about a player. When you see them pick the music. Heavy Day. I don't know this song off the top of my head, and I can't hear it. The venue's too loud. So, chat, I hope you like that song. But here we go. Oh, just DP it right off the rip. Let him know what you're about, Fern. Oh, the 5D. Oh, Sacred. Okay, Sacred will destroy clone. Drone. Excuse me. Landing in here. Okay. The sidewinder. Oh yeah, just shoot him. Just said no. Put that fireball away. We have guns now. We don't need magic. I have a minigun. Waits out the backdash. Even was looking for DP. Saw the backdash. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna poke you. I'm gonna tap you with my elbow real quick. RC. There we go. Oh, yup. Future Arc. Future Arc Raw like that is actually a lot harder to react to. It's a lot less expected, right? Oh, and combos into the drone? You know Lolo's got those. Lets him off the wall. A little bit interesting. Where are we going with this combo? We're dribbling him like a basketball. I don't even know what's happening right now. Lolo got him off the wall and said, "Let me show you real quick. I'm going through the legs on this one. I'm going ooh. Hit him with a hezzy on that one. Said bounce it off your dome piece. I love that combo. That was sick. And that's what I like to see. Oh, yup. 5P, there we go. Check that Future Arc. And you know, I mentioned this going into this. I actually think Lolo is one of the players that I think is most likely to take down Fern. Able to knock out there. Oh, the gun. Pew, pew, pew. Second time in a row, Skyfish has just gotten insane value. And full respect on that jump in there from Fern. Did not 6P, did not DP, did not pass go, did not collect $200. What? Jumped IB'd the Fuja arc and knew he got punish frames on a grab? That's insane. Yeah, no, the Lolo's definitely ready. So it's gonna be on Fern to kind of keep this ambiguous. This is when you gotta throw away the books. You gotta throw something new at him. The wall bounce. Yup. Gets a block on the Sun Dipper. RC. Yeah, I actually like the burst here a lot. It just gets you back to the situation where you can threaten the end of the game. And it puts that much more pressure on Fern here, who is running right now. Oh, okay. Air Sun Dipper. Yeah. Tried to stagger out. Good call out from Lolo. Actually knew he had the HP that even if he gets like counter hit there, he's not dying. And it doesn't give a... I don't even think Fern had a combo to get enough meter to like make that situation any worse than just the damage you take. Oh, and baits out the DP? Yeah, you gotta burst that. That actually might have been a one-shot. You might have died. I feel like whenever you see a Gold Lewis get like closest counter hit and then they dash in deeper for another closest, you don't know what's gonna come next, but it's gonna hurt. Oh, the 6P. Yep. Saw the air dash after the JS. Getting in. Oh, putting pressure on. Yeah. All right. Maybe thought it was gonna reach. I'll give that one to Lolo. Oh, huge catch from Fern though, and this is where Fern can start cooking. We actually haven't seen a lot of these like long pressure strings from Fern, so let's see what we got. Oh, getting clocked on the top of the head. YRC, gonna get your turn back for now. Fast RC. Putting this, yeah, that's, oh, well, really? Actually bursting. Lolo thinks he can take it here. Oh, that's gonna be a burst. Oh, we have conversions. Look at the layers that Lolo has right now. It was, I know you're going to burst. So I'm going to set up so many different scenarios where you can burst and I still have bait opportunities. And the amount of damage he got off even with is pretty respectable. Oh, yup. And this might just do it here. This is looking like a Lolo set. Can't quite kill off of that one, but I mean, you got Skyfish, you got Drone. Stomp is not what you need. Fujark's gonna go right over that one. It's gonna be on Fern to try to steal this one back. Oh, from the jaws of defeat. Walks back. Try to see if we can get something cute off the wall there. BRC gets smoked. See, all right, Dragon Install. Charge the fireball. Where are we going? Oh, Gold Burst off. Do you have enough meter to get all of this up? We just sprint up! He's the fastest character in the game! Dragon Install Kai, faster than the Hammer of Dawn chasing him down. That was like an action movie. It's like ripping up the ground behind him. He's like, I will get to Gold Lewis! That was hype. And you know what? It's going to keep your chances alive here. Drone getting in. Okay. All the screen space we've been able to recover. Burst just to lock you back down in the corner. Jumps over. Yeah, fireball at that range is still going to get counter hit. The Dustle. Shatters the wall. Oh, but you backdash it. Oh, just caught him on the run-up. It's not the most amount of damage you could have gotten off of 50 meter, but I mean, it completely stops any aggression that Fern was able to provide in that situation. Has to PRC, knows the Skyfish is coming. Blocks it. Oh, good backdash. Yeah, huge awareness there, right? Got hit by the first hit of Stun Dipper, able to get block up in time, got caught by the 5K, but still knew that the throw was coming, able to get a backdash off. Getting tripped up, but still having the cognizance to be aware and present to know what's coming next is a huge that's like top player mentality right there. And Lolo's demonstrating a bit of that right now. Into the corner we go. Yup, caught you with that side switch. Pulled you out of the corner, put you back into it. I'm actually curious what dropping the drone there does. Maybe it's just like an insurance policy in case it doesn't hit. Maybe it gives you a little bit of meter. And now, I need you back over here. Block this one. Yeah, and that will do it. Lolo able to take that one 3-1. Great stuff from Fern. Definitely had some moments of battling back there, but just was not quite able to bring it home in the end. Fern will have more chances. Fern is only going down to the loser's bracket and has opportunity to fight back. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, we're going to have our next match up here shortly. We're pivoting over to the losers side of bracket. The losers, I mean, hey. Oh. I just had that thought. Yeah, we got Ashwa versus Kiet up next. Jacko versus Axel on the loser side of things. That'll be fun. Sorry, chap. Let me get you back up here. Let me get you back up. Want to be as good as Lolo with Gold Lewis one day? I want to be as good with any character I play as Lolo. It doesn't even need to be Gold Lewis. I just want to be as good as Lolo one day. Gold Lewis would make a good Thanos. I could see that. That'd be cool. Get like just give him a gauntlet. Make him purple. Basically the same thing. But I was actually chat, hold on one second.
Next up on stream, let me get Tony and Shutendochi. The eyebrows have been raised. There will be a money match. I'm broke. I've been working off credit. A lot of money, man. That's too much.
So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blame the beasts. Jacko versus Axel. Duel 1.
Apology, chat room. I'm back. We're in it. We're in it to win it right now. Let's go. Kiet versus Ashwa. This is actually a game I feel like I'm slightly favoring Ashwa for overall in the set. I don't know how much Jacko experience Kiet has, but I mean, he's played against Dudify's Jacko a couple times, played against Jack. So not super unfamiliar. Thank you. Sorry. Now I'm back for real. Now we're gaming. Pull you in with these rainwaters. It's plus, baby. Don't press. Y'all better know better. Y'all gotta know better. Burst off immediately, though. We ain't trying to deal with any of these minions. We're not trying to deal with any of these action. 2K into the 2D, though. Oh, yup. You thought you got pressed. It's not your turn. Jumps over. Oh, yeah. PRC to the 6P, though. Good escape on the situation all the same, though. Cross into the corner. Oh, we're going places with this Jacko right now. Catching a couple of hits here and there, but just not quite getting into a combo that'll actually end this game. Now, it's kind of on Kiet to be able to bring the HP bar back in his favor. It's a little game of tug-of-war right now. Locked in the corner, the 5D whiffing, actually already inputted the Forest, even in the PRC, didn't recognize the animation. Locked into this corner, putting these minions, said, I'm gonna drown you in these Hasbro toys. Bink bonk, caught with the dust. All right. All right. Still putting more pressure out. Still just trying to buy this space. I mean, like Ashwa, I just feel like it's time and time again winning the nickel and dime game. It's like I feel like Kiet is having a really hard time figuring out when he gets to swing. RC able to take that once again. Ooh, into the dust. Gold burst. That was, yeah. The backdash I actually thought was slightly unnecessary. I thought we could have held our ground a little bit more firmly, but either way, ooh, maybe the gold burst won't pay off. Oh my goodness, that sickle flash killed 2 minions and still counter hit. That was the longest that sickle flash animation has ever existed. Pushing on, you need FD. Ah, got caught by the backdash. Maybe a slight input mistake on dash blocking. Got backdash instead. Bring him on in. Nobody ever blocks it. Nobody ever blocks it. It's always, if it's not the first hit, it's the second one that gets you. Oh, okay. Jacko gets her foot up there for that anti-air. Said, you above me? I got something for you. Super, yup. That's enough meter to RC this as well if it doesn't kill. RC? No RC! Okay, just gonna try to chip out, I guess. Ah, the burst! The dust reached. That 2D reaching was so sick. That is some insanity. Bring him in with that rainwater. Oh, okay. Jump P, run it back now. Get some space. The dust. Yeah, that's gonna be an easy burst. All right, Kiet, I feel like is definitely finding a little bit more the mode of when to swing. But being down too low, it means you only have so much more time to double check your work. Shouldn't kill. I'm calling no kill. Oh, actually, so I actually thought the wall break was coming. Ashwan knew better. RC to get the corner, hold on to the corner there. Good stuff. Oh, blocks it that time. Recognizes. Said, I've seen this once before. I have clued in. Backdashes out the 2D. Yeah, doing a great job of owning his space right now. Finds their way in. Does not get the burst that they're hunting for. Aishwa being a lot more reserved right now. A lot less just like blatant minion pulls because he's kind of clued in that Kiet knows when he gets to swing. So recognizes, you know what? I'll work a little bit harder for these minion pulls. Oh no, the PRC to try to tech the throw. And you know what Kiet said to that? I got super. Feeling super duper right now. Oh. Trying to contest those skies. She don't fly that way. And now with a minion out, yeah, I was gonna say, minion actually being behind Axel is way worse for Axel because so many of your buttons you can just like, you know, knock out and still get pressure onto Jacko with. Once the minion's behind, it's a lot scarier. Getting a bit more pressure now. Oh, caught in with the rainwater. Oh, no conversion. Normal hit. Maybe went for like a counter hit combo just out of reflex. Either way, tournament life on the line here for Kiet. We need to be able to own this space. Trying to get in with that 6H. Just looking for an opening. Both of them do not want to give it up anytime soon. Pressure is on. Runs up with a throw. The OTG will do it. Yeah, sure.
I know you guys are in losers like round 5.
Yeah, we like are just, we're in the first rounds of top 8, so.
Okay, yeah, we're almost done.
Yeah, you're good. All right, up next, Arcblade versus Amro. Let me double check what we got. Yeah, Anro. All right. Arcblade versus Anro up next. Still continuing along the loser side of bracket. I'm gonna take a sip, hydrate. Chat, I hope you all enjoying yourselves. I hope you all enjoying this unprecedented tournament. As the players sit up there, they're gonna get their button checks going. I hope you all enjoying. Feel free to you know, say hi in chat. Feel free to drop a follow if you are enjoying the content. You know, like I'm sorry, I'm just gonna like plug myself in here. You know, I'm Dr. No. I did the commentary thing here on Twitch TV/Dr_No. Make the commentary dream happen. You know, trying to be trying to make it in the FGC scene. So, you know, I appreciate you all tuning in, helping support the cause. For those of you that followed, you know, like, hey, welcome in. I appreciate you being part of the fam. We'll be doing some VOD review and stuff like that later on in the week, you know, and then we do tournaments every Tuesday, except for this Tuesday because we do the monthly. So we got weeklies and monthlies, you know, just Guilty Gear action. If you want a local to attend, to watch, to support, all that kind of fun stuff, I really appreciate all you tuning in. But if you do not, if you know you don't want to, I totally get that. I'm not trying to force anybody. I just want y'all to know I appreciate you because you enjoying this is how I get to do what I love and enjoy doing it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, chat? But let's get this button check going. Let's get this button check going so you can enjoy what you do, which is competition. All right. Here we go, chat. Rounding out this first round of top 8, we're in the loser's side now. Arcblade versus Onro. And this could be a good one. We don't even let the intros rock. We got words to say with our fists, and we about to start speaking the language. If I get into the 6K, gonna get that bursted off real quick. Scouting out with his Age Kabari. I'm liking that. Ooh, and I'm liking this conversion a little bit more. We get a safe jump off of it as well, but unfortunately, the flash kick is still coming. You can keep it at bay all you want, but eventually you're gonna get flash kicked by the Arc Blade. Caught the run through. Excuse me, sir, where are you going? Looking like a Looney Tunes character running in place. Got that Scooby-Doo run. Got a lot of meter on Onro's side right now. How are we gonna make it work? Now with that JS, you don't. Oh, parried it! Full screen said block. You can't hit me with it. Oh, ooh, okay. Into the 2K. There's a flash kick. Oh, but negative penalty actually accrued. Actually surprised. I didn't feel like Arcblade was playing patient enough to get that, but kind of getting caught up in the Baiken game plan right now. Just these stagger strings, and eventually you run out of meter. You go negative, you run out of meter. That's just what life's about. There's the flash kick into the low. Okay, caught with the 2S. Just caught the fuzzy timing. Oh wow! Snuck past with the H Kabari follow up. Tapped him on the run through. Yeah, and I think Arcblade there was actually scouting out for parry, which, I mean, Onro has not shown himself to be a parrier at all. Again, still, we have not seen it at all this tournament, and this is Onro's tournament debut, so you gotta find all this information out on the fly. Guard point, though, ain't nothing you need to know about that one. That's consistent. But that much meter, we weren't able to quite find the kill there, but, I mean, hey, you locked in the corner with 100% meter back turn Leo. I don't know how much chances you got. Jumps out of there. No tether, said, I am flying free. Can't put a leash on Mr. Leo Whitefang. But, I mean, hey, you know what you can do? You can lock him into this corner with some big damage. Oh, the H Kabari getting snuffed. Still a great round here from Onro. Can we close out here? The flash kick, the burst. Goes for another one. RC. Oh, no. Oh, this is where you start to panic. This is where you feel the blood start pumping. Almost got there. The overhead just barely not getting there. Onro takes that game one. Slugfest of a game one, and you know it only gets better from here, baby. Ooh, the Escabari of round start said, I know you're patient. Let me punish you for that real quick. Burst, though. Immediately going to be dedicated. Putting a bit of pressure out. Hold the 2K. Oh, okay. Arcblade doing a great job of finding 6Ps off of a lot of the like the heavier commitments that Baiken's been throwing out. But when Onro is just playing a little bit less committal, oh, tried the parry, PRC parry. The timing just wasn't quite there. I feel like the slowdown actually messed that up a little bit. Oh, grab that flash kick. Put it away. Oh, yup, and waits out the throw of his own. Great round from Onro. Oh, yep. Okay, so got the IB there and actually thought that, you know, we had time to press. Not quite. Not with throw, at least. Might have been able to check with something else, but just wasn't quite close enough. Oh, PRC into instant fireball, but again, the parry comes out. And I actually like that. Save the parry for the scramble situations. Oh, can't quite get 6P out in time. PRC just a little bit too late. Got your head chopped off by that JH. H Kabari does not go for the follow-up. Gets a gold burst on the run-through. Yeah. Instant RC. Even if he bursts there and, you know, he gets you off, you know, you have the gun super to be able to retaliate with. But then it goes to a 2-0 lead for Onro. Arcblade is having a great, I mean, like, it's not even like he's playing particularly bad in a lot of these rounds. I feel like a lot of the stagger from Baiken right now is just catching him up. Doing a great job of calling out these heavy commitments, right? You went for the JH on landing. 6 feet out, got the wall break, got the snap. But now it's Onro who gets the grab. You got to be able to fight this one off. RC, yup, clean around. Oh, and once again, once Onro sticks his hand in the cookie jar, Arcblade is doing a great job of just keeping him out. The issue is really just if Onro can keep the stagger pressure up a lot, or if Arcblade is able to find it there. Oh my god. Oh, you know what? You know what? Stagger this. Stagger this flash kick. Arcblade's looking for answers. Got the combos here. Gets the wall break. A lot of meter on Onro's side. The gun super with blocks. Blocks the 2H as well. Yeah, and there it is. Oh no. Had metered RC. Just didn't want to. Projectile. Yeah. You gotta throw the 2K into the 2K into throw. Arcblade able to recover that. Onro taking a minute to kind of just think. Just think. You know, and you know what? You gotta do that sometimes. You gotta think. You gotta just remember, hey, I'm playing a game. I need to remember what my game is. And once the game plan gets locked and loaded back upstairs, you're going to be able to hopefully try to close this one out. Less Arcblade. You know, I mean, hey, Leo's a king. He gets long speeches. He's got a lot to say. First off immediately from both sides early into this round. The Escabari is on. What we doing with this tether? We getting the stagger going. Arcblade doing the best he can to just hold his ground. But when the time is right, the flash kick comes out. Got you with the cross-up. Got you blocking the wrong way. Oh, yeah. All the way until the tether's broken. Oh, that just destroyed the tatami and still had opportunity. PRC. Good catch on the backdash. Now I feel like Onro's getting a little bit gun-shy. Onro doesn't want a heavy commit into flash kick time and time again. Caught a good hit there. Oh, the bombos actually let him drift back into the fireball. Ichibari. That was commanding. The full commitment for that dash up into the 2K. Surprised we didn't just go for a throw in that scenario. The JH, we burst. Oh my goodness. The second burst in one round, but we're able to pull it out. Onro finds that round. Making Arcblade feel the pressure just a little bit heavier. Being out at 7th, breathing down his neck. Caught by the H-Kabari there, means burst is going to be offline, and I don't think you're going to have as much time to get a second one. Unless you're able to close this one out. Oh, huge tap on the 5P. Yeah, it's such a funny looking combo. I love that. When you get tether on it, he's just like swing, 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 swing. Just trying to chop you down with it. The throw. Does not go for tether. Second time in a row that Onro has specifically not taken tether in those scenarios. Goes for the super. We get some plus frames. Now what can we do with it to get around 100% tension on Mr. Leo Whitefang? He spins it all, but he gets in there with the low. He finds an opening. Still trying to chase down the Ace Shibari. Buying space. Onro finds a huge hit, and that will do it. Full range with that H-Kabari. But he upgraded that hook claw like Legend of Zelda. Pulled you in, got the item. You hear the diddle-dee as we're moving on along in bracket. Congratulations to Arcblade out at 7th. Kiet and Arcblade will be taking 7th in the tournament. Beautiful, beautiful stuff from both of them. Which means as we move on along in losers, we got Ashwa versus Fern on the loser side of things. Let's take a brief moment to shout out Schizophrenia. Thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. Hopefully you are enjoying the content. I did not. Appreciate all you tuning in. Hoping y'all enjoy. Chat, I'm out of water and I'm really sad about it. Like, I'm intensely sad. I got no water left. I need a drink of some kind, but we got some button checks coming up. I wasn't paying attention. Did you just shout out Schizophrenia? I did. You know, Schizophrenia, Schizophrenia followed the stream. Not the mental ailment that I have been diagnosed with, but you know what? It's the one that's here all the same. Takoyaki, thank you very much for the follow as well. Speaking of which, shout-outs to you. Appreciate you following the stream. Tuning in for a bit of this action. I will say, takoyaki, very delicious. Big fan. Takoyaki, you got me with a wave emote. I got you with a wave emote. There you go. Want to know a secret? I like secrets. I've never had it. That's so okay. Can I ask when you decided? You know what? Hold the story for a little bit. We got to get through this top 8 match. We started off continuing along in this losers bracket. Aishwa versus Fern. Fern knocked down by Lolo. And I mean, hey, it took one of the big beasts of this tournament to knock you out. So, Aishwa, what do we got for Fern here? Right now, it's looking like we got the whole Toys R Us toy section right now because we're kicking everybody in. Oh, okay. Yeah, still get a punish. It's a throw. It could be better, but eh. Ooh, caught with a dust. We bursting that one off. Yeah, that fireball ain't going nowhere. Aishwa actually has a decent amount of experience playing against Kai's, but I feel like Fern is a little bit of a different breed, and we've seen that time and time again. Oh, what a conversion. That was a little steezy. Got that BRC conversion. Got you with that jump K. Like, yeah. He got that Liu Kang kick when he does his jump K. I love it. Now Aishwa trying to chase down a little bit. Said, you know what? I'm not giving you space for these whack-ass jump-ins anymore. I'm just going to keep you in this corner trying to punish you for DP. And oh, and again, these air-to-air connections. Fuja Art counter hit. Yup. Pick up. Sacred Edge. Huh? Okay, okay. Putting a little bit of pressure. Aishwa very patient on the defense right now. Held that meter for a minute before the YRC came in. Trying to mix up the inputs in case there's a DP coming. Does not buy Aishwa. Is going to be digging for a while longer. Right now might be digging himself into a grave here. Yeah, full convert off of that one. One 1-0 lead from the Fern. Oh, okay. Good 5B on the end here. Checking out what we got with this pressure. You know, one thing I've noticed is Aishwa does not go for a lot of throw mix off of minion setups. Has not been showing that just yet. Oh, what a convert! Said I put the defense matrix up. I'm gonna sneak behind you real quick. I'm gonna get in position. Everyone remember where they're supposed to stand and scene. Start with the closest. Unfortunately, look like Act 2 has a little bit more in store for Fern than it does for Aishwa because this pressure situation. Ooh, fast RC. Fast RC down into mid is tight. I want everyone to know how tight that is. PRC. Oh, yup. PRC right into just getting chopped up. Checo got a lot of that beautiful hair, but unfortunately that's going to get chopped up if you keep flying into that sword. A lot of these JSJH counter hits just air to air. Dusk, yeah, yep. All right, Aishwa cooking here. Hold up. Let him cook now. What can we make here? Defense matrix up in case we get a little aggressive. Putting the minions in and getting that battery gauge back. But Fern's in. Oh, huge anti-air. Yep, don't let him Fujark at you like that. No, no, no. The deeper you get into top 8 in a bracket like this, the less likely they're going to let you get away with those Fujar arcs. Fern knows it, been a little bit more reserved with it, but Aishwa still finding time to answer. Oh my gosh, the minion came down from the heavens. That minion went to orbit, came back and was like, by the way, I saw the moon. Neil Armstrong was up there. It was crazy. Came back down, got right back in the action with Kai. The burst. Wants this one. Oh, I don't know if the JD ever connects there, so I don't really know. I guess it's like an air stall, but it don't matter. Fern takes another one. A lot closer that game, and we've seen some reverse 3-0s today already, so I'm not counting anybody out until the last round is called. Fern finding a good hit there. Ooh, yup. Yeah, you kind of know that you dig in a little deep there. It's a good DP, and especially because Fern has been backed off of DP a lot by playing against Jacko in general. But what the... Just said, I'm going to wake up with my buttons, bro. I landed. After all these minions, I'm hitting buttons. I like that. Fujiark get a little bit of these plus frames. Multi-overhead scenario, but we navigated beautifully. 2D. Oh, yup. Once again, the PRC into trying to get tech throw, just not quite working out for Ashwa. Pushing through that 2D. I'm liking what we're seeing. Oh, tried to shimmy up with a throw. You know, I mentioned he does not go for throw very often. He tried it there and he got gold bursted. That's never what you want to see. 2K into the 2D, putting a bit more pressure out here. Oh, the golf kick. And dust. Yep. Now Ashwa. Yeah, Ashwa. I mean, Ashwa being able to take this right now. I wonder if we had a super conversion there. Yeah. Alright, able to get there in the end. But, again, tournament life is on the line. You can't look back even for a moment. Oh, look at that Fudra arc. The backdash out. I'm liking this conversion. Carry him all the way to the corner. Limit that screen space. And super? We've seen a couple of that today, and I feel like it has not been going well for anyone that has tried letting them off the wall like that. I personally am just never a fan of that. But, I mean, hey, you're picking up the situation all the same. Fern holding on to that burst for all of eternity. Back RC out just to try to see if you can get one last burst bait opportunity. Fern says, I die with it. I keep it on. Close to chest. All right. But Ashwa doing what he can to float on. The burst committed. Lands on wrong side, able to get a 2K opening there. Look at how much patience. Look at how much patience for turn is being shown from both sides, right? Both of them are starting to realize I'm in losers. My life's on the line right here. 2D actually sneaks under the Fujiark. That was, you know what that was? You know in like every action movie when they're sliding under the closing door, you know, they're like, we're not gonna make it, and then they like slide and they barely get under there before like the iron door closes. That's what Jacko just did. She like got out of there. She's like, I'm not getting hit by this Fujiark. I'm gone. 2K just barely not connecting there. Both backdashes off the Fujiark. Fern expecting a swing. Ashwa just said, don't want to be a part of this anymore. YRC. Oh, and caught with the 2D on the counter hit. This could be Ashwa's time. The throw. Minions are set. The YRC is going to destroy all of them. The backdash reacts with the 2P. Pokes out. Ashwa is working so hard to float right now. And it's everything you can do to keep your head above water. Gets the minion set. Finding good connections here. Oh, the gold burst is going to come off of that throw. The RC straight into Ride the Lightning. I don't even know if that's the most damage you can get, but you get these plus frames and you start to get a little mix going. Fujiark timing on the whiff. Gets a nice little throw set up there. Yeah, you're going to take that. You're not bursting here. We all know you're not bursting here. Oh, the 2D round start. Hard call out. The fireball's going to get smoked. Locked down into the corner. What do we got? Pokes out with that Forest. Oh, great backdash. The iframes on the backdash from Fern are so huge there. Finds another throw. Now, gives up that screen space immediately. I actually think Fern could have stayed in the corner a little bit more aggressively, but maybe showing a little bit of signs of fear. Okay, air-to-air connections. He's had these time and time again. Get these plus frames going. Oh, does that connect? No, able to jump out, so PRC has to be dedicated. Oh, and delays the burst. Goes for the second button to make you think I'm going for the full combo. Pulls back. 3-1 in favor of Fern. Good stuff. I mean, hey, great performance from Ashwa. Ashwa, I believe, out at 5th, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, really good stuff. Oh no, that might have been for 9th. I'm not sure. Either way. I mean, hey, great performance, right? Ashwa was able to do what he could. Almost brought that all the way back, just didn't quite get it. That happens. All right. Fern versus Ashwa. Oh, no. Yeah, it's for 1, 2, 3. Yes, yeah. But Espio now going to be entering in here versus Onro. Onro fought for his life earlier, still trying to do the same as he progresses through the loser's bracket. Espio down here. Also, real quick, while I'm here, is it Lundremu or Iundremu? I can't tell if that's an I or an L, but thank you very much for the follow. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that Lundremu or Iundremu? Go back to once you break.
Oh! Wow! I said I know you're not going to
Up to here. Yeah. Click that one. Yeah. Go back. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm checking. It was for 5th. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. Who beat Espio? That's right. Wait. Okay. A lot of other shit going on in my brain. I just want to make sure we're not reporting scores wrong. Yeah. Sorry, checking set count, checking to make sure all the scores are reported correctly. It's been a crazy day. Start.gg has also been like wonk the past couple of days. I know Genesis had a big issue with Start.gg going down. So I'm like going through it. I'm trying to double check with everybody. Like, hey, by the way, like, all right, but Geo versus Biken, Espio versus Onro. So this is actually a matchup that me and Espio have talked a lot about. We have confirmed that like this is not a matchup. Okay. We've confirmed it's not a matchup he likes a ton. Okay, cool. Not a matchup he likes a ton, and honestly understandable. There's a lot of really annoying pressure that Biking kind of gets to have on Geo. 2H can be a little hard to deal with if you're setting things like 2D at range. But we let the intros rock. I like that. Let them rock. Let the intros cook a little bit. And as we go through, we see what we got here. Start off with a 5-hit with a trade. That's exactly how you want to start it. Getting a bit of pressure. Staggers. So this is actually one of the things that Espio is particularly susceptible to. Stagger pressure can really start to mess his day up. Only a Sith deals in absolutes, but Espio definitely likes to be sure of himself whenever he's going to press. Just like that. Just like that. Finds a nice throw there. Going to be a DP. No, God. The flip kick there? I might have been a missed input. I'm not entirely sure. I feel like DP was like the answer there, just to get him back down to the ground. Great jump out though. Might have just avoided your death. Able to land to get that hit, but not the last hit you need. Block this gun super. Yep. Holding. Yeah, that's a pretty long holding pattern for you to try to get through. Ooh, try to chase down the JS. Gets great spacing around that JH. Tries to go for a hard call out on the jump there. Still looking for a bit more time. Oh, yup. Yeah. The stutter step into the overhead was actually really nice for Monroe. The throw. What's it gonna be? Oh, yup. Parry getting no dice there. Yeah, you still get pressure here. PRC for PRC is actually totally fine for Geo there, but escaping the corner is going to be what seals the deal. Onro, able to take that game 1. All right. Taking a minute to reset, taking a minute just to refocus, you know, get your dome just straightened out. Oh, that far as connecting is actually was actually kind of scary. Throwing out far as like that, a lot of times you can actually like sneak out a counter because a lot of characters will like do a move that'll step into it. But that was like as far range as you could realistically get. Ooh, just barely dropping. The timing on the 5H not quite there. Same situation as before. Oh, okay. So maybe it's real. Maybe it's actually a mix. If you expect the DP, maybe it's a mix for that scenario. RC, yup. I taught Espio well. An older Espio would have not RC'd there and not just taken the round. I had to yell at him for that for a while. Ooh, he tries to jump out to avoid the throw. No throw was thrown. Into this corner. Oh, huge counter hit. You're dead. Later. You're not dead. You lived. Biking guts, bro. Tries to get into the throw. Yeah. So I actually really like that Honoro was ready for the throw there, right? Because he knew the layers. It's a safe jump, so if I parry, I can, you know, take my turn back here. But he knows that too, so he's gonna go for the throw. Just gets the throw tech. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. 1-1 though. This, I also feel like, is going to be a slugfest. This is going to be some back and forth. Oh, okay. Great connection with the jump K there. Yeah, burst that off. That actually would have been a fair enough amount of damage that you need to burst, but in terms of stage position, we are not exactly going places. Tick throws. Caught him twice now, and caught with the low on the wake up. Huge round there from Espio. All off of one jump K, right? Like, one thing we're not mentioning enough is Espio's momentum. When he gets those hits, he is taking them to the bank. These corner situations can be so deadly. Oh, and got him there. The reset. Just barely stepping in, and look at the damage off of a reset like that. Caught you throwing. Tried to bait out the burst there. No dice. Didn't delay the JH long enough to get to the right side, but... Now what we got, we have to be able to find this hit. Oh, I'm surprised we didn't go for throw there. The closest comes out first. Oh, Honoro might be running away with this right now. Can we get to a wall break? No, not quite. We're stuck. Jumps, avoids. Yeah. So actually, the best option you could have gone for there, right? You knew he had burst. So nothing you would have done would have killed in that scenario, except for going for air super. Great awareness from Espio there. Everything else would have cost at least another hit and would have given burst an opportunity to come out. Just lock him away from it. Go for the air super. Oh, okay. Huge on the DP. And calls out the parry once again. Not able to steal these turns back. This is feeling like an Espio well present in the moment. The knockdown. Okay, good mash. Recognize. Saw this situation once before. The throw. No RC. Air throw. Yeah, PRC. Holds a meter just to get the air throw off, and like guaranteed there's no way out for you. These corner situations are really paying dividends for Espio right now. My man's be lethal in the corner. Push back. Ooh, okay. Oh, wow. Actually almost had a conversion opportunity off of that. Even off of just a normal hit there. RC, I don't think we can kill here. Oh, we can. Just barely enough. And Espio is able to take that one 3-1. GG's and congratulations to Onro for making top 8 here at Fullerton Fights number 12. What a great performance on the Biken. The unfortunate thing about one of the top few seeds being knocked into losers a little bit earlier than expected is that's just who you gotta play against. All right. And as that plays out, we pivot on over to winners, finals, sides a thing, Wizards and Warriors. It's time once again. Winners finals here, Meeks versus Lolo, the battle of the big body characters. And I'm excited for this one. K.E. Meeks versus Lolo. Lolo, I believe, is unsponsored, if I am not mistaken. I could be wrong. But I'm excited for this. And I want y'all to see this too. I appreciate y'all tuning in with me as we pivot up to winners, finals, sides of things. Is your heart starting to beat? Your heart starting to feel it a little bit? I'm already out of water. I'm already getting parched here. This, empty, gone. And like a little bit I was able to drink up, but it's empty. I am out of hydration because this tournament has taken it all from me. Lolo, I believe, just left to go to the restroom. I swear, I'm going to start just like, hey, by the way, if you know your match is up next, go use the restroom. Because this happens time and time again. What are you going to do? All right, but chat, push buttons. Talk to me, chat. Put your money where your mouth is if you want to gamble on this kind of a set. Meeks versus Lolo. Meeks Mafia in the building. You got fans. I'm excited for this one. If I had to say, I'm feeling Lolo. I feel like Lolo has a little bit of that top layer mental going right now. But I would not be surprised. Meeks can pull out some shenaniganery when he needs it most. And let me tell you something. Meeks is kind of a walking shenanigan in his own right. And every now and again he hits you with some dumb shit. And you just think to yourself, did I deserve this? No. Did it hit me anyway? Yeah. But I'm looking forward to this kind of an action. We're taking a minute. I mean, hey, chat, talk to me. You know, like we got a little bit of downtime. I know that a lot of Nagos have. I think like when you ask like the sane Nago, you know, they say like, oh yeah, Nago wins this matchup. But like for a while, they were really talking like, hey man, especially when Drone was better. Oh yeah, I was. So Takoyaki, why did you pick the name Takoyaki if you've never had it? It's a funny word. That's valid. Meeks is kind of a funny word when you think about it. Meeks. But I respect it's a funny word being a tag. My one of like the early tags I was considering was just ham. I thought it was funny. It was before like going ham became a thing, and I was just like ham. It's kind of funny, but didn't end up going through with it. It's like when you were named peanut. Yes, you were peanut butter allergy without having a peanut butter allergy. All right. Tell Espio good job. I don't know where Espio is, but I will tell him. I actually have no idea where he went. Taking a second for himself. But. We got a new match in front of you. Lolo versus Espio. Or excuse me, Lolo versus Meeks. Got my brains confused here. Nago versus Gold Lewis. So, Meeks, I mean, you got to be feeling pretty good about winning 3-2 over Espio. You knocked down one of the other top 2 seeds. Oh, the tournament is still happening? Oh, we still running. The game is not over. It's not over. This is just winners finals. We got a good number of matches left. Check all your buttons. Never mind, don't tell them anything. You got it. I hate both of their characters. I root for no one. You know what? That's fair. That is fair. I'm a big body hater. That's true, but they're so funny looking. Oh, the headphones go on. They're locking in. Meeks, I believe, is not a headphone user in any right, but that will not stop me from yelling. Wizards and Warriors. It is winners finals. Let's get it. We'll start up with just a regular far S Rekka. Checking like a button. Oh. But we fight back. Good block on the mix, but now you're up against Gold Lewis in the corner. Okay, that reversal throw is so huge. Finding the bite as well. Ooh, yep. YRC's going to get you backed off. Okay. Defense right now from Meeks is looking very solid. Defense actually both sides is looking very solid, but how do we get around the drone? That's a lot harder to defend against. Oh, okay. Connections, can't quite get to a wall break just yet, but tries to drag him out of the corner. I'm just going to beat you to death in the corner. You don't want to move? I'm working on the railroad here. Bonk, bonk. Dragging. Okay, again, good defense right now. Oh, yup, got opened up eventually. Yeah, that's right now. It's like how long Nago has to hold a lot of this. You're going to need some big damage combos to try to make this HP deficit up. Finds it with the 2K. Gets a little bit of blood back. Oh, yep, that's something. Oh, no! Actually missed the OTG on the second 6H. Back. Oh, wow, was holding back. Ready for the RC. Super. Able to fight back for a round. Swing, 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 swing. Now what do we got? Ooh, try to start up with the 2S this time. I actually really like the jump there from Lolo off of round start. Gave Meeks the floor there twice in a row, and then decided to switch it up. Oh, just barely not dead. Holding on to a sliver of HP. You made a comeback once before, but can we do it again? Oh, yup. Yeah, you can't just Fukyo at me like that. I got this 2P. You're going to hold real quick. And what else we got? Ooh. Okay. Actually, right idea to poke, just a little bit of the wrong spacing. Guard crush. Gonna break that guard wide open. Oh, backdash is out the throw. You can't be biting this. And there we go. Lolo is... I feel like Lolo's on a wave of momentum right now. Can we just ride it through? Because Meeks is looking for answers right now. Oh, yeah, you can't be pressing that there. You're going to get wall bounce. You're going to get comboed. Oh, doesn't actually go for the full completion. Holds onto the corner. Kind of the name of the game for Lolo in this matchup. Pressure. Okay. Oh, yeah, burst off immediately. You're going to have to FD the whole thing. That's going to be a pop. Yeah, the RC just gives you the pop there. Just jumps right into the 6-speed. 2-0 is the lead. Lolo is looking like the man to beat this tournament. Ooh, does not go for the additional. Doesn't go for the additional far S's. Yeah, I kind of get swinging into that, but it felt a little risky all the same. Burst already off, though. Chasing down with more of this pressure. Oh, my goodness. The conversions off of everything. Okay, once again. Winner's side life on the line for Meeks is Lolo. Gonna be the one sitting pretty in this grand final side. Okay, huge shimmy out for that throw. Oh, and base the burst as well? I like that. I like that. Now what can you do with it? Swing, swing. Okay, huge hits. Can we kill here? No, we just barely can't. RC. This would be robbery if Lolo was able to take this one here. Oh, yeah. Delayed that 2S timing just long enough to know that, like, hey, you might not be blocking the whole time. I feel like that was right in, like, Lolo's brain where he was switching from, like, I have to make sure the drone hits to the drone is hitting. Kind of got caught on the in-between, but Lolo, is he? Oh, wow, that was really close. I was going to say, is Lolo just dead? Or is Lolo just killing here? Meeks, I mean, you're gonna need damn near a miracle right now. And unfortunately, Lolo is not the god that listens to your prayers. 3-0 and a handshake. Lolo making quick work of that winner's finals. All right. So with that, we pivot back over to the losers finals versus Fern. Espio versus Fern. I'm a little excited for this one because this is actually the matchup that Meeks said he wanted to watch when we was coming into the tournament. He wanted to see how Espio and Fern were going to compare up to each other. And I feel like they're a little bit fire and water. You know, a lot of their play styles is very different. We'll kind of see what ends up prevailing, but all right. All right, chat. Apologies. I'm back. I'm in this. Yeah, double check the controls. Checking the buttons. One left. Oh, nope. You fucked it up. And now you gotta go through all of them again. No, I see. I know how it is. And here we are. Losers semis now. Check the buttons. Which is fair because before this they wouldn't have been paid anything at all. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Have to make sure that the top 8 players are still in the game. Also, I want a picture with them when it's over. All right. Oh, we're starting it off. There we go. 5K counter hit off the rip. I'm liking this. Sorry, we're doing some back-end production stuff. Oh, yup. The far-ass active frames. It'll catch you. And I like going straight into super here. So DP doesn't give you enough to RC, I don't believe. So you shouldn't be risking it here. Yeah, backdash. Backdash is like a hard read that Espio is going for throw in that scenario. RC. Oh, yup. Hard call out on the DP there. Huge round from Espio. Great awareness as well, right? This situation got a little wonky. You know, like, I wasn't quite able to get the pickup. I'm going to hard call out the DP with the throw there. Great awareness. And as well as calling out the first DP of the game is so big for, like, the momentum. As well as, you know, maybe making a Fern second guess, wanting to burst, or wanting to DP there. But right now, Fern is not second guessing anything else about this round. He's got some damage that he's getting. Boost up with the grab. Boost up with another grab. Oh, yeah, delay there. Just barely the button timing, not quite there. It's fine, you have another round to play with, so you can kind of shake it off, but... Need just like a one-button connection there, and I think just went 5K super a little bit too fast. Oh. Yup. First off. Putting a bit more pressure on. Ooh, okay. Actually, spiral arrow there. I really don't know what we were pressing. Maybe it was reading a throw there, but that's a huge counter hit. And now the lightning's going to be putting you in the back seat here for a little bit. Ooh, the throw whiff. A couple of throw whiffs so far. Just a couple of things not quite going their way. Ooh. Oh, wow. What a call out. RC into just air super to get through there. Are we bursting? Held. Got the gold burst out of it. You held with your life on the line and you earned a gold burst for it. To get that RC and to be able to fight through, get that 1-0 going. Start off with 6B. Great answer for 5H. Espio, yeah. Oh, huge connections. As well as getting into this corner. RC just for the confirm. We need to make sure we get this wall break. Nice. Actually, so dash blocking with low block there is actually the reason you sneak under Fuja arc. But little BRC instant overhead to be sealing. Now it's about if we be stealing. Oh yeah, no OTG with the close S, but still fine situation. Not getting to 50% meters, a little rough, but oh, I actually super no! Accidentally got air dash instead of the air super. Even JH, I think, just would have killed there. We could have just pressed a button. Air super. Yeah, it's going to call out the 6P. Brings it to last round now. Ooh, calls out the attack on the throw. Reversal getting called out by the throw once again. This time got caught by the safe jump. Ooh, tried to set 2D. The JS actually just gets there a little bit in time. Oh, wow. If that had actually been a DP, that would have been the end of the set right there. Excuse me, not end of the set. End of the game. It's only 2-0 lead for Espio. But 2-0 lead for Espio means Fern is going to need to dig deep to try to get back. Dashing up with the 2K is a great way to get this started. Oh, the throw whiff is so rough. Not exactly the biggest punish that Espio could have gotten out of that scenario, but holding on to burst for now. Maybe holding on a little bit too long. There's like a lot of damage. Oh, and backdashes into the fireball. That'll clean that one up. Fern on the round. On the board first with that round. That ender just slow. Oh, this gets a little nervous. Okay, just does block the 6P. Does not force the interaction around the fireball. Try to call out another DP. This time Fern with the backdash. Buy a bit more space if you can. Ooh, sneaky, sneaky, but can't quite get around me. Tries to go for one last tick throw. That should do it, right? Oh, no. Actually, didn't get enough meter to RC